Okay, microphone's working. I think we're back. I Nothing's been working lately. Nothing's been working. But I have my cute new strawberry trinket. And that is like getting me through all of this, because otherwise nothing's working. But now my microphone's working. It all started that fateful night, like a week ago. My audio wasn't working correctly. Like, everything was out of sync. And then I was streaming and the game video wasn't even on. And then, as I was talking about in the stream I just tried to do, I've been recording Herman and Pig, and I recorded yesterday the whole second area, and then the file was corrupted, so I don't think I'm going to be able to upload it. And then I was on here streaming and my microphone wasn't working because I changed the like driver on my computer to be more for gaming, but then the broadcast app I use for noise removal on my microphone had to be updated because of that, and I didn't notice it, and so I was just on here talking and my microphone wasn't working, so I had to stop the stream and fix that. And I'm also starting late because I had a call with one of my coworkers. So I wanted to start at 11:30 and we're starting at noon. Thankfully, I don't have like an early meeting today, so I should be able to go a little bit longer on my playthrough, which does remind me I should look at when I actually need to be off. Give me 1 second. But yeah, basically all of my things have just not been working out well for me, which, like, granted, I've been tweaking stuff. Like, I'm always trying to like make things a little bit better, make my process a little bit better, like make sure my setup is how I want it to be. So I know there's going to be bumps in the road as I like try to perfect things on how I want them, but it's been bad this week. It's been like bump after bump after bump, but I got to get those out early. I know it's just how it is, especially starting out like on the earlier side of everything and trying to figure it all out. But it's taken so much of my like brain power to just like take deep breaths, don't stress about it. It is what it is. We're regardless playing games, even if like my recordings don't work out, I'm playing games that are fun and that are bringing me joy. So at the end of the day, that's like the most I can ask for, is just to be like experiencing games that are fun and bringing me joy, even if I don't get to share that because the recording's corrupted or my stream's messed up. But it's okay, we're here. It seems like microphone is working. So I'm gonna pull up the game and I'm gonna try to monitor it to make sure that everything is working there. We're playing Esoteric Ebb. I'm gonna get this pulled up. It's showing on the screen. We have desktop audio. I'm going to make it louder. I think I have the video of my webcam where I want it. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna jump back in to Esoteric Ebb. We're looking for the tea shop. So last stream, I did the whole intro. Basically, we found out that Guy McCleric, I was sent by the city to investigate this tea shop that exploded, because they think it maybe has something to do with the upcoming election and trying to cause chaos. But then I ended up being thrown into a river and I died, and it seems like I was brought back to life. Like, so this is D&D based, so there's a spell, like I was revived, revivify, presumably. So now I'm kind of like continuing on, like gonna investigate why this tea shop exploded. I haven't done that yet, and hopefully find out also how I got thrown in the river, because it seems suspicious. So that's what happened in the last stream. I'm high on intelligence, wisdom, and strength, low on dexterity and charisma, and like normal on oh cool, session notes. Mid on constitution. Okay, so let's read these. You arrived in Tolstad via waking up in a morgue. You've picked up a goblin sidekick, right? And now, well, now you need to focus on the actual job, the tea shop that blew up. First off, you still need to get inside. The entrance is in the middle of the big open outside area. If you find yourself stuck there probably should be some other ways of getting inside. Beyond that, you've also got the owner to track down. From what you've heard about this guy, he could have already left the city. Though maybe if you're lucky, you can catch him before he hops onto the next ship down on Water Lane. But nothing so far has given you any decisive evidence. Everything about this stinks. Okay, so I am kind of close to Water Lane, so I could try to look for the owner first instead of actually going to the tea shop first, but I kind of feel like I should go to the tea shop first because there might be information there that I want. Before talking to the owner. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. I'm ready to immerse in this game and just forget all the troubles I've been having with all of my recording. And just enjoy a story. So last time I was like trying to figure out how to find the tea shop and just ended up in some random places. So I'm gonna check out this like mill I'm in, just see if there's anything fun here, and then I'll head to the tea shop. The roller mill workers kept more than ledgers in their archive. Money? Incense. Money? Cardamom treat. Ooh, I only have 1 HP left. I should probably do something about that. What does the incense do? Can be used to recover first level spell slots. Interesting. What about this rat? Oh yeah, these are like trinkets. -3 intelligence. I love how these like can be equipped to do negative. And what are the spells I have right now? Prayer of Healing, but I don't think I can do that yet. I don't think I'm able to do second level spells yet. Okay. Doors barred, not getting in here. Okay. You glance at the ladder. What kind of man, no, what kind of human cannot climb a simple ladder for 20 short feet? It would be embarrassing for anyone of any age to fail doing this. Good thing I'm good at strength. Good thing I'm good at strength, because otherwise I would not be able to climb it. You take a confident step onto the ladder. You begin your climb. You close your eyes as you do so in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation. You are afraid. It is very high. Yet your body remains calm. But within a moment, you are at the top of the ladder. Snell. Gods, you're slow. Can we get moving now? A bunch of site safety rules. Then it says, if broken, contact your local union representative. I want to see about dialogue text size. Where are we at? I want more. I want some more music. I want some more ambiance. I want some more world. Oh. Maybe I don't want more world. I want lower UI. Maybe I do want more world. Voice. I haven't heard. I don't think I've seen, like, I haven't noticed any voice acting yet. Let's up to the roof. Let's see it. I would love to see some cool views. Cool views, smokestacks. I wonder if there'll be anywhere in this map or world that will actually like kind of see a view of the city rather than being more top down. Sorry, what did this say? A letter wedged in between some roof tiles. Resistance note. Plus strength, minus wisdom. Oh, I can examine it. A handwritten note entitled Important Notice to Resistance Members of Tolstad. That sounds like a good organization. Let's read the note. Tonight's ting is cancelled. Meet up tonight on Water Lane instead. It's time to stop the chant. It's signed by R. Okay, so there's going to be a resistance meetup on Water Lane. Sometime tonight. Is that going to be at the end of day 1? This evening, it seems. Tonight should mean something like between 7 and midnight, or something like that. The Chant, a locally produced newspaper by Osgall authors. Water Lane? You know what Water Lane is. Don't be stupid. It's right down below. You know, the underground port, largest port in the city. Closest path is probably through Pillar Crossing. Very. You should support these youngsters. I'll ask Snell about it. Yeah, the Norvik Resistance or whatever. Minor organization. Basically a bunch of human kids causing trouble. I only know of them because they wiped away some goblin graffiti a couple months ago. I went and talked to one of their moms. Nice old lady in East Housing. After that, we didn't have any more trouble. They're Osgalists? Nationalists, I think. Bunch of boys. Human boys tend to lean nationalistic for, certain reasons. Yes, obviously. Are you rolling your eyes? Yes, roll your eyes again. Ah, okay. It looks like you had some type of neck problem, but it's fine. Keep at it. Okay, so there's just like a meeting I can go to tonight. But most of those seem optionals because I think it's just about like what political affiliation I end up picking. So we will... I approached the ladder once more, a long way to fall. This time should be easier. Reaching the bottom of the ladder. Okay. I kind of forgot I could run. So I am going to finally go to the tea shop. What was that? Did I not see that before? Statue of Earth. Who left this here? Was that there before? You approach the shrine. And yes, this little figurine does still count as a shrine. Shouldn't I move it? It's like in the middle of the road. No, it has chosen its path. The figure of Earth. This is a makeshift shrine meant to stand exactly where it is and where it might go, ready to serve whoever needs him most. Just like you. Okay, can I pray at it? Will that heal me? I only need 1 healing point now. Oh, right, I can contemplate everything. There's so much to contemplate. But I still don't... I haven't really picked up any information, so... The never-sleeping docks of Water Lane right below here. Did I already talk to this guy? Oh, no, I don't want to trifle. Wait, he has milk. He's part of the milk business. So I gotta talk to him. Wait, this is Ost. Ost is standing at a street corner. Behind him, a large crate of milk bottles. Cleric, leave. Be gone. Is this the milk run? Yes. Can I help? No. Please? He growls. In an adorable way. You see him stop his growling. He thinks to himself. Something. A scheme? But then the kobold turns around and starts picking up bottles. He hands them to you, one by one. You are now milk delivery human. You are on the milk run. A quest? I'm gonna be so rich. What, really? Human, listen up. Each bottle is special, very expensive. You must deliver it to rich people, make them buy. The price is 4,000 crown. That's ridiculously expensive. It's good milk. After you sell them all, you come to me on election day. That is when we count money. Each cost 2,000 crowns. 2,000? Yes. For 1 bottle of milk? Yes. You sell all, you get 20,000 crown. That is math. On election day, you pay me 10,000 crown. That is recoup. Recoup. I get 10, you get 10. That is recoup. No, I don't want to do this. Don't fall for it. What happens if I don't sell them all? Expensive milk. Good milk. If Cleric cannot sell, Cleric pays 10,000. I'm so curious to see like what this is, but I can't do it. There's no way I have that money. Okay, he takes bottle. Now go. What a scam. Leave. Okay. A lot of people around, but... What's this place? The store looks promising. We're gonna get detoured on our way to the tea shop. You stand before a damp door on a cramped corner house. The wood is dark, swollen with a perpetual moist of water lane. A layer of river mud and algae. You know someone here? No? Then why are you standing here? Knock on the door. You rap your knuckles against the wood. A solid, rhythmic knock. Wait. A moment passes. Then the sound of a heavy latch sliding. The door creaks open. A pair of bulbous eyes stare up at you. It is an Anuron. Kese? What? Kese? What is it? He blinks slowly. A translucent membrane flicks across his eyes. I am busy. Très occupé. I wanted to introduce myself. Mon Dieu, why? Wait. He squints at your uniform. Are you a... how do you say? Le clergé? That doesn't sound like Earth's tongue. I am the cleric, yes. Oh, see, I can change myself. More of a wizard, really, but sure. I like to see myself as a dashing rogue, personally. Can I, like, multi-class this way? I want to try saying I'm a wizard. Class conflict! Un magician? He wrinkles his face. I don't know the difference. I don't care, frankly. A simpleton. How sad. The Anuron peeks his head out behind the door. Tu veux quoi? Ask for a contribution to your cause? No, I don't care to do that. Why do you ask if I'm a cleric? Because you smell of incense and self-righteousness. C'est évident. Imbecile. But accurate. What do you do here? I live here. Je vis ici. Is that a crime now? In this maudite city? He seems defensive. What is your name? I am Guillaume de Crête. What does it mean? Nothing you need to concern yourself with. Nice house. No, it is, as you say, shit. Temporary, until I take the next ship home. He gestures vaguely to the port. I'm gonna go now. Good. Au revoir. The door clicks shut. So you really just went and knocked on some stranger's hut door? Look, I'm not gonna knock on your methods too much, but if you keep this up, we'll be done by 6 months after the election. And you didn't even ask about the tea shop. Not once. I just had a feeling this door was important was all. The goblin closes his eyes in a short, silent contemplation. Then he says, maybe stick to a le points d'interest, okay? That's funny. I like that. Fair. I am gonna, like, just completely waste time if I'm not careful. Do those stairs not lead anywhere? Okay. We're gonna go back. It's hard to go down these stairs. I kept struggling going up them. I'm glad you can't interact with everyone. What is this? Oh, that's the tunnel to the Goblin Garden? Okay. I'll go that way. Yeah, I'm glad I can't talk to everyone. But it is fun seeing all the people around. I wonder if there is something important with that other dead body. They kind of make you seem like you shouldn't mess with it. I'm only on day 1. But they're only 5 days, and I think this is supposed to be a decently length game, so... Okay. I need to see... So I'm now here, the pillar crossing. Okay, so I need to go down that way. Or I guess up here. A tree. A tree rising far above. A show of nature's true force. I can engage with it. You look up at the branches of a brocken tree. It stands tall in the garden, towering over you. It is majestic. Nature is reaching tall and deep. These roots go below the city, nay, even below the river. Touch the tree. Your hands lay firmly on the bark. Good tree. Strong tree. Connecting with the natural world. Well done. I look up at the branches above. The wind causes the leaves to dance. Wait, between the branches, high above, is that a hole in the bark? A hollow, just wide enough for you to stick your hand inside. Something glimmers up there, treasure, in a bird's nest. You have a feeling this could end really badly. Then again, risk and reward, right? It could cause great physical harm if you fell from that height, and heights are scary, but I have good strength. The branches shudder under or in a sudden gust. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I suggest not doing that. Oh, I'm climbing the tree. You grab onto the trunk. Pressing your entire body against the rough bark, you slowly make your way upwards. No, 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 get down. Oh, but I'm not dexterous. Please get down from there, cleric. Reach the top. I gotta do it. Oh no! Look at my body. Wrapping your body around the trunk, you lift yourself up. The bark is rough enough for you to get a pretty firm grip, despite the vertical nature of this feat you're attempting. One foot and hand movement after another, each holding on to dear life. You take a deep breath and reach up towards the upper branches. That's when you realize you're nowhere close to where you thought you were. Oh no. Grabbing onto air is not a good idea as you fumble about. Suddenly the world drops around you. Your feet slip from the bark, your full soul falling into hell. An instant later you hit the ground. Something cracks, sending shooting pain up your leg and arm. Why is sending highlighted? Because it's a spell. Ascending office. The tree towers over you, taunting you. You okay, cleric? Take it off. You've had worse. What's a bracken tree again? Like a birch, but thicker. Okay. Bye, tree. I didn't get the treasure. Oopsies. Okay, so this is the pillar crossing. Wait, for real? So this connected to the goblin area. Drunk Sphinx opens at some time. I'll have to wait to get inside till 6. Okay, so... Oh, so that goes to the lower pillar crossing. I actually want to go up and up through this way. Okay. But it is helpful to know about that connection to the goblin area and the lower part of the city, because I am going to have to go to the water place at some point. Trash can! Anything in it? Mostly stacked with old signs. The pillar. The pillar of Jor towers before you. He is speaking to you. Touch the pillar. Is it gonna let me do this again? It's a magical object. You have the feeling you can meditate here. It will take some time, but it could prove invaluable. Only a DC 5. Let's do it. Wow. I had disadvantage. I only got it by 1. You close your eyes. You shape your mind into an arrow, shooting it out towards the esoteric force. Find the rhythm to Jor's realm. Hear his voice. The cold rock of the pillar turns warm in your palm. You've marked it with your spirit. Marked it? What? You're unsure, but you feel like there are more spots you need to investigate. Feel warm and deep. It goes deep down and far up. You lift your hand from the surface and you're able to see normally once again, but you feel like you learned something. You must keep looking. Soon the pillar's secret will be revealed. You understand plainly there is more to this pillar you need to investigate, and in time and further below. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to investigate the lower portion on another day because I had already tried that. Also, let's see, where would the best spot for the... I might put this up here so it's out of the way of the dialogue and also out of the way of all these little things. I found the tea shop. Empty water barrels. This is for sure it. But I'm gonna have to find another way in. Amidst scorch marks and cracked masonry, you approach a doorway. There are several planks blocking the passage. The tea shop. What a mess. Take a peek inside. A powerful force left these marks. Rip these planks aside. Let's get to work. Fastened with several nails, you also see a paper. The goblin clears his throat and begins reading the bold letters at the top of the paper. Coin Lords meet updated. City notice. No trespassing. Coin Lords meet updated. Oh, is that something else? Coin Lord, the magistrate handling minting, trade, and financing of public works. Currently held by Nicholas Darrow in the Tolstad district. But that's maybe the thing that I found the letter that is going to get moved. That doesn't include me, does it, for trespassing? He shrugs. I'm no expert in city law, but... Your companion suddenly kicks the plank, sending a subtle ripple of blue energy around his foot. You think I wouldn't sneak in by myself if I could? It's sealed. You ain't getting in without the magistrate's approval. I touch the planks. As you do, subtle ripples of blue energy appear around your gloved hand. It is sealed. As you move away your hand, the faint aura shimmers in dark translucent blue and then fades away. Yep. Just standing near the door makes it clear there's a locking spell cast on it. Standard procedure of crime scenes. Maybe I can break it down with enough strength. No! I would have had to roll pretty well. I rolled a 17. I think I would have just had to get a nat 20. I grab the planks and the esoteric force shimmers. You grab it, muscles ready. The power of the seal, it burns. Oh no! I'm dead. Oh no! Oh goodness, I had to do death saving throws. An intense pain shoots through your lower body and lower back and shoulders. The pain is immense. I wonder if it's set up to do that for your first death, or if it really is just random each time. You tried, but the planks are nailed esoterically in place. I do not like that it keeps using this word esoterically. I feel like it's supposed, like it's meant to be a bit or some like gimmick, but it kind of annoys me. You must try harder and break them again and again and again. No, the magic cannot be forced through. Obviously, we need to find another way. Well, hope it was worth a shot, cleric. You should probably just talk to your coin lord up the hill. Oh, that was still in his voice. Your back is on fire. Let's see if there's any other information. Look beyond the planks. You catch glances of still shadows beyond. A counter. Fallen wooden beams. A larger interior space covered in soot and burnt furniture. A scorched mess. Look around at the scorch marks. The marks go far. The flames must have been enormous. Very clear signs of esoteric power. Arguably, these marks could possibly have been caused by regular fire of a wooden house. The stone masonry does not have enough fuel to carry such a flame unless the building was stacked to the brim with tinder. Okay, so I can potentially go to the coin master somewhere. Or is there another way in? The corner of Norvik, still standing in the gate era. Active machinery inside. So that's for the windmill. Dwarven stone, broken in half, pure violence. I don't really have any spells that would help me, right? Just a shield of faith, cure wounds. Maybe I should do that on myself. Actually, how do I even cast this? Can I cast these not in combat? Oh, I just have to do it from down there. 9? And I guess I did pretty much need that amount. A street sign. You can look at it. The wooden boards have faintly glowing lettering on them. Floating just an inch off the surface, the names of several locations are spelled out. A common type of magical ink creates permanent messages on any surface, until dispelled, of course. This appears to be the more advanced kind, with a magic mouth-like ability. It can react to your commands and reshape temporarily. The sixth message, however, is only painted onto the plank. For Goblin Garden. Okay, I don't think I need any of that right now. So I need... to find some way into the tea shop, which it mostly seems like I need to get permission from the coin master. I believe. I approach my companion. Let's get on with it. Okay, you kind of got nothing there. So there's no other way in? Not that I know of, but it wouldn't surprise me. Tolstad is full of tunnels, holes, pipes, so who knows? Trespassing notice, city notice. It then continues with a finer writing. By the order of Coin Lord Darrow, the following premises are under city seizure under suspicion of criminal offense. Unlawful trespassing will be liable under 13 Holster contempt. 13 Holster, a collection of laws surrounding the lawful arrest of citizens. The law is the law. You need the magistrate's password. I need a password. Trying to force an arcane lock open is idiotic. Don't. Can I guess the passphrase? Can I bypass the effect with magic? Can I guess the passphrase? Guess? Guess? Without knowing who places seal personally and their preferences, even assuming the person who placed it is an idiot who would use something of their own preference, there are millions of sentences. There's no chance in hell, so you can simply guess. Now go figure something else out. Can I bypass the effect with magic? Of course. Knock would do the trick. Dispel magic would also work. However, you do remember it being quite difficult to get a hold of, even within the tower. Do not expect to find it here. But I can still break it down, right? You can certainly try. Believe in yourself. You're a man. Men can do anything. I feel like they just could have, like, I feel like they're, like, maybe trying to be funny with, like, making the strength so, like, I'm a man focus, but, like, you can portray that feeling and sense without, like, actually having it be that sort of dialogue. I don't know. That does still, like, just rub me the wrong way, even if it's, like, supposed to be a meme or a joke. The line between bravery and foolishness is as thin as a hamster's hair. Gah, you sound like mother. Is that such a bad thing? Yes, maybe. Shut up. Take another look at the planks. Okay. So I'm gonna have to find another way in. Potentially checking out tunnels and shops. Bike line. One bike stands out to you. Why? Because it's yellow? A handful of bicycles are stationed at the local rack. Bike racks are stationed in many places around the city, usually in locales with lots of stairs. There's a stillness here, an uncommon sight at the heart of the city. This particular bike is yours. It's mine. When exactly did I come to Tolstad? On the 21st of March, evening. Then you fell. This is as far as you came. The pain, sudden and striking. The hair at the back of your neck stands on end as you sense the sudden shift. This is where I fell into the river. Do I recall anything important? You changed the bike, you stood up, then pain. Was I alone? No. A shove in the dark, swift and deadly. An anti-city hate crime if I ever saw one. This is where I fell into the river. The goblin glances over the broken fence. Interesting. You must have had a lot to drink if you took a stumble like that. I do not consume alcohol. Yeah, sure. He gives you a curious expression. The expression says, how the hell are you alive? Considering everything, we better play it cool. Real cool. That's fine. You got my back, right? No, I need to reestablish I'm the cleric. He laughs. Yes, of course, cleric. He glances down to the river once more. A hint of fear. Check the chain lock. You lean in and take a closer look. The rusty chain seems brittle but wrapped so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get it off even if you had the key. Why would you wrap it like that? You should take better care of this magnificent bike. Good. No one will take your bike. Wait, this is my bike? Yes, you fool. Keep up. Oh, a level up available. Sure is best way of travel in Norvik, except, of course, on this godforsaken island fortress. Where's the key? Not here. Could getting the key be a quest? The key's not important. Yeah, it's probably in the river. Anything strange about this bike? No, it's a bicycle. He does not care. How do I level up? It said a level up was available. Inventory. Do I just need to click this down here? Spellbook. Level advancement. There. Okay. Level 2 reached. Ability score +1. Hit points +5. Hit dice +1. And now I can do second level spells. So I can increase the ability score of something by 1. Only 1. That's not going to do anything for me. Nope. Nope. Just more wisdom? More constitution? Nah, let's just do more wisdom. Okay, we are leveled up. So I guess I really do have to wander around until I can just like find somewhere to get into the tea shop. The halfway bridge, it connects with the palace and the rest of southern Norvik. Zerba dwarf, a girl from the Osgulist wave and an Osgul household come from the fallen Osgul state. Dangerously shy, she needs good friends and better mentors. That is not you, by the way. She has a bright future ahead of her, no matter the path she ends up being pushed along. Alas, her agency is nowhere to be found, not that she is looking for any. Okay, I feel like any dialogue here isn't gonna lead to anything, but... Where is she? The dwarven girl gazes around the halfway bridge before her eyes land on you. She says nothing for a while, just staring at you. No real reaction on her face. Hi, I'm the cleric. She looks around, clearly nervous. There's no denying it now, you are a cleric. You're worrying her by your presence alone. I'm waiting for a friend, but she hasn't shown up yet. A damsel? In an arguable state of distress? I'm getting worried. I can help with that. Get excited about a potential yet very minor quest. Sure. Oh, okay. Do we really have the time for this? Snell whispers to you. She fidgets with her hands and clears her throat. This girl is neurotic and introverted. That's a mean way of phrasing it, but it is true. Her body language reveals all too much. She has glasses. She wears a green coat. She's a human, but not that much taller than me. We were supposed to meet up here, but she hasn't shown up. I'll go look for your friend with the glasses. Thanks. I don't spend much time on Tolstad alone, so I'm a bit lost. So, thanks. Okay, nod and leave. Can I go somewhere here? No, this is... Well... There was something I could investigate here, but I guess I can't actually go down it. There's stairs here. An empty barrel with coins. Heck yes. Actually readable posters. Old faded posters nailed to the wall. They're unreadable. The others are readable, but I couldn't read them. More coins. Our Lady's apartments. Roots. Embedded in the earth you find weather-bitten stone in the shape of a spiral. Its edges are worn down, smooth almost, and behind you lies the head of what was once a snail statue. Whatever god of symbolism this once denoted, time has ground it down. It is a monument to nothing now. There's something here, but can you understand it? Its purpose? Touch the surface. It is cold. Your hands run across the stone, finding it more coarse than you thought. The ridges in the spiral are even smoother. You find they are not at all coarse. You realize this was most certainly an esoterically constructed art piece. What's more, you do feel the outline of a script, symbols. Your fingers trace them faintly along the spiral shell of the snail. The symbols do not mean anything to you. If you would comprehend languages, you could understand the script by touching it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get that spell at some point. So I guess that's kind of the benefit of exploring things, is you can find different spells around the city. So now, I mean, I can't get into the tea shop right now, so I'm kind of thinking I should just go try to find the owner. Oops, not escape here. No, journal. So I was up here. This is the tea shop. Another roller mill. Tolstad North. That might be where the coin master could be, so I could talk to him potentially there. Or I can try going down to Water Lane. There was this roller mill that I didn't go up to last. Maybe I'll check out Tolstad North because I haven't been there yet. Can I go up this way? Such a sneaky staircase. Nice find. That is sneaky. I'll have to try to remember that. Okay. I'm gonna check out that other roller mill. Where were those stairs? This way? Yes. Just see if there's anything in here to check out. Oh, wait. Is this the same one? This is the same one. Oh, so I can get between the areas from here. What's up with this? What is that? Wait. Investigate it. Click. Click. Something stuck to the gear. Take it. A stress cube. Oh, I have to be able to pickpocket it? You swipe in a hand and pull it back. Pull it back now. That doesn't seem to do anything. What? It's stuck. What? Yeah, this is bad. Ouch. 4 HP. The pain blinds you, but you feel it. The fall. I'm falling? Oh, thank goodness I leveled up. Well, you're alive, somehow. That was awful, but it was so close. Your greed is sickening. Cleric, what the hell? You're... Ugh. Be more careful, okay? Next time? Come on, you gotta try again, don't you? No. I think it was just a trinket with only a +1 strength. It's probably trapped. I must lead to the back office. Haven't been in here before, but I think they closed down a while ago. Heard rumors from some goblins that worked here. I think the owner fired them all out of nowhere. I'll be better at forcing it open, but I will probably get hurt doing that. So let's heal up. Did I get -1 to my max HP? Oopsies. I guess we'll eat another one of these. Now let's try to break it down. Wait, although I don't think... I would just have to get a nat 20. Advantage Snell helps. Let's try it. But I'm exhausted? Uh-oh. You fumble with the locks, your tool slipping. Almost, almost. No, it won't budge. Let's try forcing it open. Nope. And again. I'll have to come back there at some point. Okay, I can climb it just fine now because I already did the skill check. I'm exhausted. How do I sleep again? I had asked Snell about where to sleep. So I guess maybe I need to find a tavern? Okay, so the roller mill connects the two areas. So that's an easy way I can get back to Water Lane. Who is this? Mountain Lamb. Come on, I'm good at strength. How are you gonna fail that bad? Just a coast folk human. Let's ask him about the tea shop. The hooded woman's cape flusters as an icy wind rushes through the Tolstad rise. Her eyes are locked with yours. Greetings. Hello. Her voice is emotionless and spoken from deep in her chest. The voice of a priestess. I am Chamar. I hail from the slopes of the mountain. She bows her head slowly. A Golden Horde servant. What's that? Golden Horde, remnants of a celestial empire in Divini Torum, led by a horrifying choir, a hyper-intelligent light being. They spread fear throughout their lands as well as part of Western Ascani. Dang, a human from the Divini Torum? What's that? Divini Torum, one of the 8 bands along the coast, so it's one of the bands. In a skew plain, a slope growing into the sacred wasteland, home of celestials, bird folk, as well as the scars of divine warfare. Golden Horde? Yes. I do not have time to talk much. I'm in service of the ambassador. As you can imagine, I'm not here to socialize. What do you know about the tea shop? Nothing. I do not spend time on Tolstad. I'm here on business today and will leave soon. But I am sorry for the destruction it wrought upon your city. Why are you staring at me so much? Is that a bad thing to do in this city? It's a bit weird. Then I will attempt to stop. Thank you for informing me. Okay. Green cloak?
Oh?
Glasses! You see a girl with glasses stuffing a mail slit with a magazine. Yeah, that's not a courier, he whispers to you. Hello, citizen, what are you doing? The girl gives up on trying to jam the slightly too large paper into the mailbox opening. Huh? She looks at you, adjusting her glasses. Help her push the paper into the slit, sure. Nice, we got it. She takes a step back as you approach the mailbox slit. Cleric? No, why would you, offer this? Don't worry, little lady. A real man is here. No, just silently do it. With the force of at least a dozen angry muscles, you grab onto the edges of the half-entered paper and powerfully press it into the slot. You do realize, once done, that you probably didn't need that much force to press it in. I think, what bothers me about it is that, by tying the strength trait and, persona to, this story of, a man is here, being a man, blah, 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 blah. It's still, even if it's meant to be memey, it's still, perpetuating this idea that, strength is manly, and to be strong, that is to, be manly, which is just, unnecessary, and even if it's, meant to be kind of a joke, unnecessary. I think that's, what is rubbing me the wrong way. I did not ask for help. Yeah, appropriate response. I hate all of these responses. I'll just give her a thumbs up. I don't have time for this. Modisa, you hear a voice call out from down the alley. Let's go. She glances at the stack of papers and mutters to herself. Shit. We gotta get done before evening, otherwise Water Lane is screwed. You hear the girl in green groan as she grabs her stack of papers, then rushes down the alleyway. Not sure what that was about. But did you see the armband? Osgulist. That's what I am. The armband, yes. She is an Osgulist. A bit too young to be an Osgulist representative. A bit too woman to be a high-ranking guild worker. Was that not the person? She had a green cloak and glasses. Or is that what's supposed to mess me up about it? West, holes are out. North, Darrow House. Okay, I do need that. Any other secret things here? Another green cloak? Glasses? No glasses. How do I find a way to rest? How did I get exhausted? Is it because I died? Strange, there's something not quite right about this elf on the corner of the fortress. Her presence appears not vivid enough to you. Or for you to even accept her as real? Elven magic? Feminine mystique? Something else? Huh. Let's engage. Standing on the corner, you see a woman in a green coat. Her intense gaze focused on the cityscape horizon across the river. Careful, cleric, Snow says under his breath. Easy to slip and fall here. Is this a damsel? Does she need your help? Greetings, citizen. She turns her head, the expression cold. She is mourning. Yes? This is a real lady. Impress her with your poetry skills. Elves cannot be trusted. Why can't they be trusted? I'll just continue saying I'm the cleric. She breaks eye contact, once again facing the river. Call me Pinja. Terfadis. It's as if she's searching for something. What are you doing here? Waiting. She's anxious. Waiting for what? She looks up the Pillar of Jor. I have a friend in need of help. That sounds like a quest. That's extremely ominous. The elf is quiet. I can help. Me. I do that. She shakes her head. No need. I've caused enough trouble as it is. No. She has to give you this quest. It sounds perfect. Please, I want to help. The elf is quiet. A little show of force, and you'll be able to get your hands on this quest. No, I can't do that. She doesn't look at you. No expectations, yet it hurts nonetheless. What do you know about the tea shop? Sad, what happened? She looks down into the river. I agree. A tragedy. Tea shops are sacred. The elf does not even appear to listen to you. She simply nods and mutters, Are you here to look into the tea shop? More or less, yes. Oh, what do you think happened? I don't know, but I will find out. You see the elf look at you with her piercing eyes. Thank you for your service. It's my duty, nothing else. The elf says nothing and just turns away again. She's grieving. Full name? She closes her eyes and nods. Pinja Athena. Translation. Pinja of the Mend. An elf of the Ilum forest. Interesting. Athena is an elven title granted to those related to Ilum of the Mender. Okay, I'll just leave. Can't get around there. The road leads into central Tolstad. You have no business there. Okay, so I just guess I can't go there? I didn't really try, but... It says Darrow House in glowing magical lettering. Wait, but I need to figure out, how do I sleep? Let's try this again. Where do I sleep tonight? I don't know, cleric. He gives you a defeated look. The city can't pay for something? Guess I could ask the coin lord? Darrow's your boss on this job. Oh, he's my boss. Guess you got another thing to talk to him about. Fun. Okay. What is this? A city sworn angel. Cold, stern, glorious. A level 10 angel, lawful neutral. She follows orders, the type of orders that grant eternal fulfillment. There is a sadness in her existence, broken wings, stuck among lesser beings. What does she seek? When an angel falls, she ceases to exist. She is transformed. This creature does not seek redemption or emancipation. She seeks purpose. Huh. That's so fascinating. Okay, I'm going to run to the restroom real quickly. I tried to hydrate before hopping on the stream because I knew there'd be so much reading and talking. Be right back. Okay. So, hopefully Darrow can both get us into the tea shop and give us a place to sleep. Another snail statue. But I do want to talk to this fallen angel. Whoa, that's cool. A porcelain specter. Polished armor, inhuman, her presence is both ethereal and demanding. She floats gently in the air, strangely unaffected by the river winds. Your goblin companion keeps his distance, muttering under his breath a word of disdain. Angel. Bow my head. The creature does not turn to face you, instead her many eyes simply pivot their gaze. A handful of celestials are employed by the city after the Chanlin's deal of 13. In 13 PE, a fragile peace was signed in the Halflings' clan lands to the west of Norvik. The Golden Horde have since been a powerful ally of the city. Arcane Cleric, she echoes, of the Palace Script House and Earthguard. This is the one. This Valkyrie. Keep her safe. How do you know that? She bows her head slightly, whilst her many eyes glare at you. It was foreseen. She speaks in riddles. She now lifts her chin. Then she opens her mouth to speak in a projected cold tone. Atir. She says her name like a declaration of existence. As she states her name, you realize her mouth is not moving. Telepathic communication. The goblin gives you an uncomfortable look. He clearly does not enjoy having telepathic conversations like this. I have some things I need to ask. She just stares at you with many, many eyes. Speaking with this ethereal creature is unnerving. You should mention it. The eyes, she'll appreciate it. Yes, stand tall. Tell her how you feel. That is what a man would do. Her domination would be good and just. Let it happen. No, keep your mouth shut. Probably not worth it, but still. Coward. Hey, Snell whispers to you. Don't mess with this fucking thing. Okay, maybe do some small talk, then ask the big questions. I'm here to investigate the tea shop. The eyes just stare at you. They spin gently around her. She's very non-vocal. We're getting nowhere with this. Be direct with her. That would make things easier. Just don't be too rude, okay? Great, so the eyes stop spinning. She can sense your impatience. This creature is dread itself. I need to speak with Darrow. Slowly the angel turns her face towards you for the first time. Oh gods, you're a dead man. You can feel Snell sweating. Some words. A celestial tongue. Why is everyone in this damn district mocking you? You're the cleric. They should treat you with respect. You can sense she does not see you as worthy. Is that all right with you? Perhaps you should stand up for yourself. I want to just leave now. Where is Darrow? Coinlord Darrow is busy. Oh, this actually might be helpful. I'm here on the city business and I need to speak with him. She looks to her right towards the building leaning against the ancient tower. After a moment of silence, she says, Coinlord Darrow will be available post-midnight. He will only be available after midnight, between midnight and 6 a.m. He'll be in his restoir. Several of her eyes look to the entryway to her right. Restoir is not a real word, and whoever is attempting to make it one deserves a life of suffering. That door over there? Yes. Right. She says nothing. She's clearly a master manipulator, just standing there, staring. She says only what is needed. That is commendable. Well, yeah, I need access to the tea shop now. Coinlord Darrow has requested no authorized access. But I am authorized. You are not. Don't lie. You're no good at it. Okay, I'll just leave. So now I have to wait until midnight on this day to talk to Darrow to get into the tea shop. So I wonder if they just want me to, like, explore around till then? Ooh, 7 apples. Although there is the chance to, like, find a secret entrance, which would be underground, most likely. A branch from the majestic apple tree in the magistrate's yard, a sign of humanity's great ability to grow and nurture the natural world. This tree was most likely a gift from Lady Sageleaf. Yeah, try climbing the branches? Sure. With a heave and a hoe. Great job on your climb. I'll stay down here, though. You make it. Lovely. Oh. I'm on top of the building. More apples. Those will be handy. I could use one right now. Shards of Jor. I forget what I can use those for. I need to look at that. I can maybe climb higher? Nice. Oh. No, that just brought me back down. Well, I guess all I got were branches out of it. An entrance to the old guard tower. Sure, let's check it out. And then I should go to Water Lane. Hi, Will. Welcome in. You didn't see the start of this game. What's the story? Goal? Just adventures? The story is... So there's like... It's like, I guess, pretty political. So we're in this world. There's an election that's about to happen. A bunch of different political parties. And a tea shop exploded. It seems like it was like nefarious beings with the election coming up. And so my character, who is the cleric, was sent by the city or someone to investigate the tea shop explosion and I guess kind of like see what's going on, why it happened, see if it was nefarious. But then there's kind of like a backstory where the main character who you're acting as, the cleric, woke up in a morgue. So it seemed like they had been shoved into a river and died. And then this is like D&D-esque. So we were revived. So yeah, basically the main story is that we're kind of investigating around, trying to see if we can figure out who did this and also who killed me. This is government property. I can't enter in here. But so far I can't get into the tea shop because there's a notice saying that no one's allowed in, but the person who would give me permission I can't get to until midnight. And it's currently 1:33. Oh, I can short rest. That's actually very helpful to know. I wonder if I can ever long rest. Spend 1 hit die. But I was exhausted, so that is very helpful to do. Managed to restore 1 first level spell slot. Perfect. I wonder how much time this is going to have taken. It was 1:33. Only 1 hour. That's not too bad. That's a different tower. That is fascinating, though. I wonder if I can get through there at some point. Okay, I can't go that way. Taro House, Tolstad Center. Let's see where this goes. To North Tolstad. It's supposed to be... No, Temple of Earth. I would love to find more spells here. You see a bunch of scattered boxes and iron poles. The election is looming. You must defend the city. This pile is a wonderful metaphor for democracy. How long do I have until the election? 5 days. It is March 22nd. The election will occur on the 27th. I feel like there's got to be a lot to the story if there are 5 days. These stairs go far below the city. The duck. This is a true warrior. He is off duty, but whatever duty that is, it's everlasting. This dark night can break you like a twig, yet he will not. He is bound by an order. But why does it not affect you? Okay, and this would be something I can pray at. And I can prepare spells. So I think I can do all 3 of these now. Yeah. Incredible. Pray. The tea shop owner is supposed to be at Water Lane. Oh, very cool. Thanks for the catch up. Are there D&D-esque encounters? So the only... At the very start of the intro, there's like a zombie you can kind of do combat with, but it's very much still in the realm of kind of like conversation. Like it was basically just like you can do a strength check to like attack. So it didn't really feel like super D&D-esque. I feel like the main thing is just that things are labeled as the different abilities, like strength, dexterity, charisma, etc. And you can do some checks and it'll like roll the dice on the screen. But that is kind of the only thing. Well, I guess there are the spells too, so you can get some spells over time. It seems like you can find like scrolls around the city, but overall I feel like the D&D aspects are on the like more subtle side. like as just kind of like a support feature of the game. But it's kind of fun to like have the checks and some of the randomness that are more dialogue based. I would say it's more of like kind of compared to a BG3 where I feel like all of the D&D aspects come into play mostly with the combat and the turn-based combat. This feels more like the D&D aspects are coming into play with the conversation, the storytelling. Can I contemplate the tea shop again? I wonder if it'll... No, doesn't really give me any hints on how to get in. But the owner, the bird folk on the run... okay, I don't really have any other information here to help. What does this say? Goblin was here? A grand wood carving of Earth, father of Norvik. You stare at the wondrous wood carving, a depiction of Earth at his greatest, a true man. However, you also notice a message carved onto the base of the art piece. This was not of the artist's intention. It says Goblin was here. Heresy, what kind of ingrate would defile a sacred object? Heh, seems like Goblin's at work again. Stare at the message. Vandalization, terrible to see. If you'd have been here, you would have stopped it. Famous artist, that guy. Never seen him, but you've definitely seen his work. A bit rude to just carve his name onto the statue like that, but he's known to be a bit of a dick swinger. If I meet this goblin fellow, I will personally destroy him. It's not a big deal, it doesn't matter. Really? Yeah, this is an old monument, it's fine. No, contain your tears, yeah, it's fine. He squints and nods slowly. Sure. No one even knows if Goblin is real. Might be a dozen little guys running around with paint and carving tools, who knows? Okay, I'll just leave. Okay, I want to see... I mean, this seems like maybe these would be dungeons, but I kind of want to see if they'll lead to a secret tunnel. No, a crypt key. Dang. Maybe the knight has it. Trifle? If it says a crypt key, I'm done for. It does! No, I'm so bad at pickpocketing, though. And an inflict wounds scroll. And a sick weapon. There's no way he can just give him to me. Am I gonna have to try to fight this thing for this stuff? I can't pickpocket it. My dex is so bad. A dark iron can of a man sits alone on the temple steps. What is stuck? His face obscured, an axe strapped onto his back. Thick axe. Heavy. This is a real man, a hero. Citizen. His helmed head is slumped downwards slightly. He is not really here. Just stare at him. No response. My good knight, say something. A metallic scraping noise fills your ears. The knight is moving ever so slightly. His head turns. Within the slits of his helmet, you see the faint shimmer of a bony face. Your name, soldier. His voice echoes out into the open chamber. This is a great warrior. Treat him with respect. Arcane cleric, at your service, my lord. The knight's head slumps once again. Speak your mind, soldier. How do I open that gate down the stairs? I have the key. Oh, can I have it? No. You are too weak for that. The man is correct. You need to get back to your strength first. The city below is dangerous. You should make sure to prepare properly before heading down there. Perhaps bring more spells. Perhaps make sure to recuperate enough for you to once again be able to cast higher tier spells. It is embarrassing you have not already returned to your former state of esoteric mastery. The city below, it is darkness incarnate. Do not tread without care. A warning from someone with ages upon him. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to go there when I'm a little higher level. But this does remind me, I think I can go back down and talk to the bugbear that was below the city. And I wonder if that path might get up to the tea shop. But really, yeah, I feel like I just need to kind of explore everything. Kind of see what I can have access to. Ooh, cardamom treat. That's nice. That's helpful. bag, a satchel. It looks greasy. Oily instructions. Let's examine them. A page of hard-to-read text titled A Gnome Starter Guide to Esoteric Monetization. You hold up the paper, finding it to actually be a torn-out page of a book. Read it. It's quite lengthy. Oh, this will probably just take time. The goblin leans in over your shoulder and reads it as well. The first step to understanding esoteric monetization, or memorization, not monetization. Esoteric memorization is understanding the underlying powers at play. Jorah's strings stretch across his coast, invisible to the eye, yet connected to all things living and dead. A spell is simply a set of rules you must follow in order to manipulate those strings into an esoteric effect. Yet those rules are themselves esoteric in nature. As such, most wizards will find it impossible to remember more than a handful of spells at a time. Keep reading. I feel like this could help me. This is the big divide between cantrips and actual spells, as cantrips are both easy to remember and will not consume a spell slot. Spell slots are the common representation of how many spells of each spell level a caster is able to perform without rest. As a gnome, you are naturally gifted in the art of illusion magic. Other schools will be more difficult to memorize. A suggested harmless spell to use in training is the first level spell, Grease. To increase your chances at memorization, attempt to cast it at least 2 times per day. In the margins, there's a handwritten note that you can manage to spot. It's written hastily in bold, like the author really wanted to hype themselves up. It says, every evening and every lunch break at work, remember, you can do it. Oh no. The goblin leans out over the ridge, looking down into the river. Damn. Poor gnome. An esoteric mishap. Magic is a blade without a handle, and so on. Indeed, grease is a dangerous spell. Do they presume the gnome casts grease and then slipped over the edge? Intensely dangerous. Learn the spell! Yes! You quickly memorize the piece of paper. That's something at least. Nice. I got another spell. Look at this giant bird. I was just in Hawaii and there were, we got to see some albatross, and I feel like this gives me albatross vibes. A glorious seagull. I can trifle it? That's a big dex check. I'm so bad at dex. Let's engage. You see a bird sitting on the halfway bridge ruins. It is large, its beady eyes staring out into nothing. Greetings, servant of the river. The bird does not appear to react to you. The giant seagull, you have a number of traumatic run-ins with them during your youth. These are not normally a danger to anyone. Pet the birdie. As you reach forth, the gull doesn't seem to react until it snaps at your fingers. Okay, I knew that was gonna happen. I lost 3 hit points. It's fine. A pinch of pain. Don't. I want to keep petting the bird. I should stop. Right. You take a step back and the bird observes your movement. It does not want a pet, so yes, stop. Just so many things in this world that are so tempting to interact with and just do damage. But I learned a new spell, and that is good. Oh, let's talk to this person. I wonder if they know anything. And I could steal a bunch of stuff from them. I really should have done higher decks. Being able to steal all these things seems pretty impactful. Hello there, sir. The kid behind the behind the counter taps a pile of newspapers. You a postie? What the fuck did you just call me? I'll ask, do you have time to answer some questions? Questions? About what? Mostly about the tea shop. Okay. He looks down the road. Not too much traffic lately, so sure. If my boss shows up, you gotta buy something, though. So I can buy the different things that I could have stolen. Can you just tell me the news? What do you know about the tea shop? About the owner of this kiosk? Do you know a Frank, son of Frank? No, not really. He's lying. Just look at his eyes move around like that. But I have such bad charisma. I have to try, though. Nat 20, let's go! The power of manipulation flows through you. It's an esoteric effect, really, because you know exactly what to tell this young lad. If there's anything else you remember, the city needs to know, kid. Glare at him. Okay, maybe. Oh, there was one more thing. He enjoys the attention. I saw some dude with a big yellow backpack. That was early in the morning, but he stood out like a sore thumb. Plus, he bought a Freestrider magazine. A Freestrider magazine? Yeah, one of those open up the port signs. Bunch of bullcrap. The kid thinks about it. The fellow wasn't earthfolk. Fancy clothes, covered in dirt. My guess would be a Reedsian merchant. Felt like he was trying to hold a low profile. Did you get his name? I asked, since he was so out of place, but he gave me a fake name and a thumbs up. The kid shakes his head. Ridiculous. Ask him, what was the fake name? Frank, son of Frank. Guy was, fucking with me. Harsh word for a child. Did you see where he went? Yeah, down. He said he had an important meeting down below, whatever that means. What did he look like? I don't know, curly black hair, short beard, be firm, this is important. Tell me. The kid thinks about it. The fellow wasn't earthfolk. Fancy clothes, covered in dirt, I already knew that. Reedsian merchant. Did he try to sell you anything? No, he was very polite, but didn't stay long. Felt like he was trying to hold a low profile. I already know that. Frank, son of Frank. Thank you for the information, citizen. No problem. What do you know about the tea shop? We'll just see if he knows anything. Except that it exploded? Stare at the boy. I was here, saw it with my own 2 eyes. I heard it too. Definitely heard it. Did you see anyone suspicious? Not really. Just the normal types. A goblin was arguing with a human by the temple. Just some mild shouting about some business thing. Otherwise, pretty dead around noon here usually. Anything else you noticed? How about the bird? The goblin chimes in. Hey, yeah, sure. I did see Mr. Drummer. He's the owner of the tea shop. Former tea shop. Usually the tea shop opens in the afternoon on work days, so it's not weird to see him walking about all day. Chatty fellow. Buys a lot of newspapers. Where was he going? Don't know. Saw him leaving the tea shop right before noon. Right before noon? Yeah. Right before the massive explosion occurred? The kid clicks his tongue. When you put it like that... Look, I don't know where Mr. Drummer is or where he went. Just saw him rushing down the stairs. Guessing he headed for Water Lane, like everyone does. Did anyone else enter or leave the tea shop? No, just Mr. Drummer, he says, confidence in his voice. It was a boring day, so I pretty much just watched people all day. Or all morning. Mr. Drummer was the only one I saw leaving the shop all day. Well, until the explosion. Did Drummer act strange when he left? Just in a hurry. Maybe? Saw him shuffle towards the stairs in Circle Square, heading to Water Lane. Why Water Lane? It's the only place to go? Either that or the Goblin Garden. Or the city below. I don't think Mr. Drummer is a city below type of bird. No one else entered all morning. Not a soul. Usually not too many people there in the morning, or forenoon, really. Forenoon, that's a good word. Okay, move on. Are you sure you saw him? Absolutely, no doubt. He went downstairs to Pillar Crossing. That's all I saw. He's trying his best to remember. I've been going over it in my head. Pretty, shocking stuff. He's just a kid. Shouldn't have to deal with such terrible things. He's strong. He should take pride in that. Okay. I'm gonna leave then. Hold on. Can I ask you a favor? Anything, young man. I've heard there's trouble down on Water Lane tonight. Please go and make sure that nothing happens. I'll do it if I can. Maybe I should have asked him why. But I feel like that might have to do with I found that letter. What just poofed away? I found that letter about some meeting changing to Water Lane. Okay, so I could go to the city below. It is starting to get later now. And I need to keep an eye out for someone in yellow. Trifle. Can I engage with this nest? You see a bird's nest. Got some eggs in it. Something shiny. Maybe a ghoul's nest. Just don't climb out there, man. You'll die, like for sure. With a cantrip Mage Hand, you could easily grab the content from this nest from a comfortable distance. Where can I get Mage Hand? You used to have a version of your own memorized. It was clearly lost in the river. Feel sad. However, there are ways of restoring your memorization of the cantrip. You'll need a source, perhaps in the library. If you had time for a trip to the towers, that would be ideal. Alas, you will have to make do. Perhaps those esoteric books found in the Lich House could be of use. Okay, so there might be some more spells I can learn in the Lich House. And then I could go check out the city below. Okay, so there's potentially benefit to reading some of these. Let's see. We do have certain slightly more important stuff to handle here than reading, at least right now, cleric. Yes, but I want to see if I can get a spell, but none of these seem like they would be spell books. Are there any other books around? What was this one? Thick tome? You can read these symbols. Oh, it's in a different language, right? Can I try to read it? No. That's where I need comprehend languages. And are there any other books in here? Not ones I can interact with. Okay, I guess I could still try to go to Waterlane before it's too late. What would be the best way to go? I think I'm gonna try going back through the Goblin Garden. Because I think I should try to find the owner. Out of commission. I think all of these places are closed. I already know Simi was gone. Anything else here? Rough carving on the door says RNA. How far down does this go? Snell? Oh, that's Snell's place. Where does this go? Leading outside eventually. Let's try it. I don't remember if I'd gone this way. Where does this go? It smells like damp mold. Maybe this will get me to the tea shop. Oh. Wait, this is just back in the Goblin Garden. Can I... go anywhere special with this? Lots of different entrances here. Out of the garden. Whoa, who is this? A mushroom person? Unbothered, moisturized, happy in her lane. Okay, makes sense, a druid. She's focused on her work, but she does not seek strife. She will help you if you do not pose a threat. Ness Wakala. Nesson of the Green. At the top of the garden lookout, you see a strange creature hunched over. She's making potions. Underneath a large red hat, her drooping gaze slowly glides towards you. Not a hat, she's got an actual mushroom growing out of her skull. The elf drops a final piece of mushroom into the bowl on the table and gives you a creepy grin. Lean in and stare. Slowly and in an appropriately dramatic fashion, she widens her eyes to reveal piercing red pupils, and her grin widens even more, somehow. Ears, white hair, ashen hue, and those eyes. Snell seems to stay behind a little. The goblin is staring into the wall. He looks queasy. That's the second elf I see here. Aren't they rare? In your days, you've only seen a handful of those gangly freaks. The city holds many folks, but elves are both few in numbers and seldom intermingle with lesser races. But look at her. This is no elf of Ilum. This is an elf of Pimia. Hello, elf. You hear a guttural chuckle leave her lips. A man who delves into the garden. His sights set on the mysterious below. Are you that man? Am I that man? More or less. creepy? Is she trying to intimidate you? Her strange question will not affect you, for you are indeed a true man. I'm somewhere between yes and no. Good. Do not see realms and categories. See the in-between. The elf stammers. Can't even speak good. The elf does not as much stammer as she tastes some words more than others. She turns around, her red eyes glimmering beyond a mist of spores. Neswakala of the Green. Call me Nessun. I am underling to Hierophant Opidana, a legendary arc druid of the Undercoast known for keeping balance. Of course, a druid. As you look into her eyes, you can feel it. She communes with nature itself on the regular. You're a spellcaster. She gives you a goofy smile and a nod. I've spent my days handling primal forces, that which grows and decays. Do you know much of it? Yeah, they went over the basics at the towers. The towers? Ah, your wizard school. More or less, yeah. She lowers her gaze for what you realize is the first time since she raised it. I would like to hear your tale, human. There is much to be learned from your folk and your settlement in this band. Settlement? It's a great city-state, not some lone village. She speaks as though the Earthfolk's 60-something years of civilization building is nothing but a footnote in her history book. How sustainable is your lifestyle? I'm just gonna move on. Think about it, which moves on. To keep one balanced with the primal forces of the land is the only just way to live. I personally could live on an apple a day. That's pretty sustainable. Oh, that's not good at all, human. Your kind requires much more sustenance. A true statement. Please consume food. I'll make up for it later. Your legs tremble. True men eat big bowls of stuff. Meat. She shows you a worried expression. Care for yourself. Do not let the idealization of a goal hinder a healthy lifestyle. She gives you some of the mushrooms from her bowl. Please, eat. It is as the hedonists say, listen to your empty stomach. She's well read, even if it is anarchist rubbish. She places a palm against the rough floor. Opidana has helped keep the undersea from being overtaken by unbalancing powers. Demigods, fiends, celestials, your human arcanists. Each creates a power that not only overtakes the primal, they do so with ease. That great war your kind waged upon one another delayed it, but I do certainly believe it is inevitable. She speaks of the unsustainable nature of magic. She blames humans for this. The Earthfolk are peaceful and kind, unlike those godless arcanists. Don't worry, nature always survives. More often it does, but look at your so-called burned coast and those cursed lands in Dimenor. She means reeds. Dimenor is the old name. She should have called it Old Dimenor. Nature makes it through most things, but there are forces in this world that can wring the life out of every band if it so wishes. Magic is not what it used to be, but she is wise to stay. We must stay vigilant. She takes a deep breath, or a deep and deliberate breath. Now, enough of complicated topics. Tell me, human, do you have a mate? Do I have a mate? The elf speaks of nature as a close ally. You should... Wait, what did she just ask? Stare at her. Well, your cheeks clench. She's not allowed to pry. Rebuke her. Your companion takes a few steps further away. Calm down. This is not a hostile situation. Elaborate. Of course, I apologize if I was vague, human. I only mean most humans in this settlement group in pairs. I wondered if those of your kind do the same, form such long-term committed partnerships. She did not have ill intent in her original inquiry. No, I'm married to your work. I've got Snell. I'm the cleric. I go solo. She lowers her mushroom cap and sighs. I see. It is the same here, then. The path of an esoteric guardian is to be alone. You're never alone, even when it feels like you are. The elf starts adding some kind of oily liquid to her mushroom bowl. It's just olive oil, cheap brand. If this old elf can guide you in any way, make it so. If not, I will return to my toil. Show my primal attunement? Sure. No! That was a bad roll. How could you do such a thing? To prove attunement requires years of training. You've perhaps done a few exercises in your spare time. You've read about druidic magic, but perhaps you can try it anyway. Let's just not. What you know about the tea shop? Only what the roots whisper to me. The elf leans closer, twisting her head to the side. You must delve deep, human. Something rotten happened that day. The green quakes. They fear what's to come. They whisper. I feel like the, was it the Asgard? That feels like a green political group. I wonder if it's them. Or just like green like nature? Oh, do they whisper anything useful? She leans back and lets out a resigned sigh. You do not speak with trees often, do you? You should stop and listen more often. What do you think happened? I will not deliberate on things I have no knowledge about. Okay. Oh, I can spend shards to retry things. Let's retry it. Much better. I think I have a decent number of shards now. I kneel. You need to prove it. Your attunement to nature. Interesting. Yes. She places the bowl from her desk to the ground before you. You must show what you've learned in your studies. The primal forces are complicated, but you can still sense the tingle of Jor's strings through every branch and mushroom. As you reach out, the elf hums. She then moves the bowl even closer to you. You've attempted this before. It did not go well. You believe that is all you require. Magic is not an exact science, despite what the instructors in the towers used to tell you. The esoteric in your realm does not conform to rules. That is the only rule they truly follow. Now feel the oily mushrooms inside this bowl, the strings within them, around them. Grab one of them. Change it. At first, nothing. What's happening? Then a twinge. Whatever you touched, it is connected with the spores, the growth, the decay. You did little, but you did something. The elf nods. What did I do? You ruined my brew. It's fine. Listen. Oh, whoops. She laughs. You caused the fungi in the bowl to change acidity. It's subtle, but it's there. You performed an act of druidcraft, human. Ooh, another spell! Use druidcraft to unlock unique interactions with the natural world. The goblin looks on, giving an uncharacteristically stunned expression. I did? She gives you a lecherous smirk. Nessun grabs the bowl and pours the mushy mushrooms onto the ground. The contents wriggle before you. I made the mushroom come to life? She looks up, reassuring you. No, they are supposed to move like that. You did not perform that big of an esoteric feat. Not yet, at least. She chuckles and puts the bowl back on her desk. Perhaps you can be one human I share this knowledge with, if that is what you wish. Please do, I want to learn. Very well. What do you want to know, human? Oh, interesting. I want to learn how to speak with animals. What is druidcraft? Can druids create magical food? Can nature protect me? What are these primal forces? What differs primal from arcane? I want to learn how to speak with animals. That shouldn't be too hard. Yay, I gained another spell. Oh, hey, Seraphina. Yes, I can see your chats. How are you doing? Welcome in. Sorry, this game has a lot of reading dialogue, so I just hadn't checked in with chat yet. Here, a spell scroll to get you started. Cast it when you have an animal to speak with, and you should be able to hold a conversation, as long as you can keep up. Can nature protect me? Of course, with bark skin. I do have a spell scroll of it, but it's down in the roots, below the garden. In the roots. So that's maybe where I need to go see the bugbear. If you pass by, take it. I keep a cache hidden underneath Lord Pooh. Pooh is Elvish for tree. Some kind of animated tree, I suppose? Something like that. We have a password. Just say Minun Sexikas Puni and he'll open right up. You can have the other stuff inside as well, since Sage Leaf wants you to succeed. What does that mean? Flattery of the highest kind. She gives you a creepy smile. Just give the password and he will grant you access. Okay, I wonder if I'm gonna need to have the password memorized. My day's been going well. Thanks for asking. I've just been playing this game, so I really can't complain about anything. Okay, I took a picture of the password in case I have to remember it. Oh, your day's been busy from a lot of work. 10 to 20 projects pending. Dang, that is a lot. I hope it gets less busy soon. Okay, thank you. That's all the magic questions for now. You're very welcome, human. Okay. That felt productive. Yeah, but it's fun. Good. I'm glad you find it fun. That's much better than being busy and having it not be fun. Oh, this all connects around. Okay, I want to see where this leads. Thank you for redeeming a stretch. Did I get your follow? Oh, I don't think I saw it, but I saw your little stretch. That is a good reminder. I've kind of been sitting here for a little while now. Oh, that actually feels really good. Ooh, some back pops. Well, thanks for following. Yeah, it didn't pop up, but maybe it'll pop up later. Thank you very much. My follower goal is increased. Yeah, the Twitch does keep doing that. I haven't really been paying too much attention to it, but... What's down there? The Sacred River fights against red rocks. Okay, I want to try going back down to the Bugbear. It's 3:50 in the game right now. I should go to Water Lane at some point to look for the owner. You draw some cool stuff for streamer. And you know most of the streamer want projects first. What do you mean by that? Let's see. Oh, like your projects are for different streamers? What you mean for the streamers? I mean, mostly, well, I'm not really looking to like hire anyone or do anything for like extra streamer stuff. So I mean, you're always welcome to share it if you want to like share a link or a profile if you want, but yeah, I'm not really looking to like hire for anything right now. Oh, this is where the Bugbear was, but she's just gone now. Interesting. Thanks for asking, though. I should probably eat some things just to get my health points back up. What does the mushroom do? 3 HP. Do they do anything else? No, just the 3 HP. Okay, so let's do one of those. And then an apple. If I give you feedback, that would be great for you. Yeah, if you want to like send me a link to, I don't know, your portfolio or a website or anything, I can check it out after my stream. How many? And I have 8 shards, so I should like look into using that for unlocking some failed checks. Beware, monsters. There's the Bugbear. South Caves, beware of monsters. So that's probably where more combat would happen. Southern Caves below the city, but I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I should pray at something so I can set some of my other spells that I got, especially the talk with animals and Druidcraft one. A tall stone mural stands before you. White Mane craftsmanship. I usually prefer if people want to like share their art for them to like give a link so that I can just check it on my own time. 3 serpentine figures carved and painted into the surface. Divine serpents, each coiled and intertwined with the others. Step closer. The colors are faint, but still there. Greens, reds, yellows. The artistry is breathtaking. Touch the carvings. I want something to speak with me. Worn by time, but still detailed. The white man knew how to work stone. Okay, I guess there's nothing special here. Examine the serpents. 3 distinct figures, each with different coloring. The top serpent has sharp teeth, predatory. The middle one appears more serpentine, elegant. The bottom one has unusual markings. Okay, we'll leave that alone. Hi, Nighthawk! My weekend was good. How was yours? It's good to see you again. Did you get up to anything fun? Oh, and Serafina, your website hosting is expired. That's why. I'm sorry. Well, if you have like a social media link or page or anything, if not, then if you get it set up or up and running again, you can link it. This wizard, you can find something interesting upon its petrified surface. Oh, you went to San Fran. That's so fun. How was the weather? What did you get up to? There's something... Okay, right. Let's engage with it. I haven't spent a ton of time in San Francisco, but it's kind of been on my list of somewhere that I'd like to go back to at some point and like see more of the city. A figure stands before you, frozen in stone, completely petrified. Their arms are raised defensively, hands covering their face. A posture of pure terror. Basilisk victim. Nasty way to go. Why'd you guys just have these statues in the area? Look at the robes. Ornate robes with arcane embroidery. A wizard. So much fun. Oh, you were there for Stanford Invite. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, were you playing or are you like a coach or just observing? That's so fun. Did you stay any longer or was it like just for the weekend? You're coaching. Aw, how'd y'all do? I don't know who you coach, but I hope it went well. From the arcane era by the look of it. Okay, let's move on. Interesting. There's a rectangular shape pressed against their chest. A book clutched beneath the robes. Another spell. It has been turned to stone along with the wielder. Dang. You peer between the stone folds of fabric. One page is partially visible. Also, I'm sure then... 5th, the Victoria Vikes. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats on 5th. That's really awesome. I hope you're having an okay day then today. I don't know if you took the day off, but I feel like after anything like that, the Monday after is always somewhat of a struggle bus. So hopefully work isn't too busy for you. The text upon it is still somewhat legible. Stone does not completely obscure ink, if the pressure was hard enough. The handwriting is cramped, a wizard's notes. Most of the page is obscured by the angle in the stone, but one phrase stands out clearly, written in bold lettering at the top. Master Hagenshags, I will learn. A formal phrase, like a student's oath, or a passphrase, Hagenshags. That is the name of one of the greatest houses of Arcanist in Old Dimenor. You commit it to memory. Could that be the passcode for getting into the tea shop? The secret's out. You know I'm ulti related. I wasn't gonna say anything about it, but I'm impressed that you kept the secret for so long. Oh, a longbow. That would be better than my broken dagger. But you're just here for the gaming. Me too. Me too. So I appreciate that. We can be in it for the gaming together. Let's see, do any of these things give me anything else special? Oh, right, I can consume the incense to regain spell slots. What is the next tournament that y'all are going to? I feel like these probably don't do anything else for me. Get a sudden sense of paranoia as if someone is listening in. It's difficult not to, you're very loud. What? Look around. Over here, buddy. By the nose. The voice must be some kind of telepathy. Find the source. No, it's gotta be a critter. Northwest Challenge! I hope the weather is okay. It hasn't been great lately. Your eyes land upon the nose of the stone statue. At the very tip, you see something. Something tiny and unremarkable. You know it won't be. Yes, I do know it won't be. It was so tough coming back from Hawaii. The weather was so nice there. I'm like, I just want warm weather. A simple ant. Cranium ant. Unremarkable. Aren't you just absolutely adorable? Are you inside my head? Southwest explains that we only beat them because it rains. Yeah. People just love to have reasons for why they might lose. We are one of many. Oh, these ants are like a hive mind. Freaking great to meet with you, buddy. Smash it. I don't want to smash it. An esoteric ant? You can call us One. We didn't really used to have a name since we're a hive mind. I called it a hive mind. So One will do for now. Talking psychic ant. Got it. Right. Good to meet you, One. Yeah, good to meet you too. The goblin stares at you, then stares at the statue. You're having a moment or something? Shh, I'm talking to a ant. Hold on, someone's in... No, point it. Explain this to my companion so he doesn't think I'm crazy. Right. Sup, dude? You a goblin? Snell perks up and looks around. Psychic ant. Oh. He gets ready to smash it. No! No, relax. We're alone, it's just me. We just need to ask for a favor. The goblin stops. Do you know how much trouble you cranium ants have caused us? We had to hire a specialist just to get you to leave. Yeah, it was a whole thing. But we left. You won. So let bygones be... by the gones, as they say. He stares at the ant for a few seconds, then frowns. Ugh. Fuck it, sure. As long as you guys don't return, then fine. What do you want? We need your help. We were driven from the area a while ago, but we left me behind. We left me. This whole identity thing is really new to me. I've never been disconnected from the hive for this long. It's really difficult. You don't want to be an individual? I think it's pretty great. Being alone sucks. Rejoining the hive sounds like a great idea. I wonder if I could join a hive. Being alone sucks. Rejoining a hive sounds like a great idea. You should do that. I agree. But if you help me out, how about we give you something in return? Oh, that sounds like a quest. Yes. We know the location of a secret stash. It's buried in the Undercoast path, like below this place. Below the city below? Right, below it. That's low. Sure is. The Undercoast path is... well, it leads all the way down to the Undercoast. Right past the gravity flip. Gravity flip? A powerful esoteric effect keeping a perfect gravity balance between the coast and the Undercoast. Also used as the name for a specific layer in which the gravity flip occurs, which is around 3 to 5 miles beneath sea level on both sides. Although you won't need to go that far down. Oh, dang it. So I won't go that far down. A single cranium ant is not dangerous. Their psionic strength is counted en masse. 1,000 of these are required to do anything beyond normal ant-sized power moves. You must help this creature. It is asking for your help, and it would not really be that much of a hassle. Be nice. Carry the ant. Pick up the ant. I will get you to your brothers, my friend. Ask it what it knows about the tea shop. It's not going to know anything about the tea shop. Yay! You're a really cool guy, buddy. I'll be sure to remember you as one of the good ones. Once I get back, that is. Alright, so questing time. You should go down below to the Undercoast path, and then talk to the ant. Just pick him out of your pocket when it's time or something like that. To the Undercoast path. Okay. Cool, I found a little ant by investigating that tunnel. Or that statue. So I want to see if I can find the stash from the mushroom lady. Yeah, this is the tree. Among the tangled mess of vines and mossy rocks, you see the thick roots of a bracken tree. They crack open the walls and ceiling of this half-dwarven, half-Anticipolian chamber. The natural retaking the artificial. It is beautiful. Touch the roots. They are soft on the surface, a layer of moss. Look beyond the roots? They are thick and create a vast tight forest. However, there is something there, a space beyond the roots. Hello? You could talk to it with some magic. Then again, I'm no expert. I wonder if I need Druidcraft. Oh, I can say the password. The roots slowly but ever so slightly widen, revealing the goods within. Great, the cache has been revealed. Beautiful. Bark skin. That will be helpful, especially if I end up going into some place with monsters. A little rat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no, I don't want to talk to you, Snell. But I don't have speak with animals equipped yet, so I need to find... Okay, I'm gonna go back up to the shrine and switch out some of my spells. Which way do I need to go for that? This way. And then I'll talk to the bugbear and that little rat. And then I need to find the owner of the tea shop before it's too late. Because I bet if I wait too long, he'll be gone. Okay, here's the shrine. Engage. Prepare spells. I think... Okay, I have 4 first level slots. Speak with animals. Cure wounds. Sure, let's do grease. Oh wait, but I have 4 slots. So I can... Oh, I can prepare all of these. And Druidcraft is a cantrip. Incredible. Okay, I kind of want to interact with this dead body again. Who was this guy? Anything special? A working man? Okay, no. I don't think there's anything special. Okay, going back down, talking to the rat and the bugbear. And then I'm gonna find the tea shop owner. I'm not gonna get distracted with anything else. Which I do recognize are probably famous last words in the same way that just one more run is. But I'm gonna try my best. But Nighthawk, did you see that I made a Discord? I don't know if you already joined it or like care to join it, but I did want to let you know in case you did want to. Wait, I can't talk to this rat. I need to cast Speak with Animals. Can I... But it doesn't let me. A rat. It seems to want to fight you. High up from on top of this bush. Can I trifle with it? Wait, I can just take it? I just took it. Okay, funny. Okay, let's talk to the bugbear now. You helmed mankind. There's a dwarf who says you won't let him pass here. Have you seen a man in yellow pass here? Can I have that spell scroll you've got? Let's ask about the man. She grunts. Is that a yes? I did. She saw the witness. Are you looking for this man? Yeah, well, clearly. The bugbear shows you a deep frown and says, if you see him, stick a knife through his heart for me. Wait, why? I saw him approaching from the pillared chamber. I told him to stop, to step away from the halfway turf. But that bastard, he cast a spell on me. If he failed to resist it, that's on you. That's awful. No, I was weak. I saw him approaching. He wore an ugly yellow robe. Then he said a few words, and I suddenly happily allowed him to pass. A charm of some kind. I was helpless, like a kitten. God, I hate kittens. Oh no, you hate kittens? Strength, you can fix her. You hate kittens? Yes, any child beast, really. They are too weak to survive on their own. That is a disgusting feature of adolescence. What else can you tell me about him? Sure. He had slightly darker skin, unlike most pale humans in Norvik. He carried a backpack and several things. Tools. It's not very specific. What direction did he go? Through the south caves. She points towards the damp tunnel down the slope. I warned him about the monsters as he walked away, because of that darn spell. I would have hoped for him to be dinner for some hook horror dark mantle, but the bastard turned invisible as he entered the tunnel. I hate wizards. Same, can't stand listeners. I'm neutral on them personally. The bugbear lets out a grunt, clearly signaling she's done with this part of the conversation. Can I have the spell scroll? No, of course not. I got this as a gift. I can't just give it away. Please? No. Okay. You look like a great warrior, and woman attempt to flirt. I do not look like it, human. I am. I agree. What are you attempting here? She laughs mockingly. Some type of courtship? You are a fool. Prove yourself worthy and I might look your way, you buffoon. How do I do that? Oh, that's what every girl wants, having to tell someone how to court her. Fuck off, weakling. There's a dwarf who says you won't let him pass here. The dark dwarf, yes. He asked for access to the south tunnels. He is not permitted. Why not? The lady does not permit it. Lady Sageleaf does not allow looters on her grounds. Only official expeditions. Am I an official expedition? She glances at Snell, who shrugs. More or less. She frowns. If you go into the south tunnels, beware of monsters. They crawl in from below, infesting the caverns. We clean them out every other week, but they return often. What kind of monsters? All kinds. Anything that crawls through the cracks of the city below. All kinds. Tell me more. Last month we killed a hook horror. It was a great hunt. Before that, a bunch of giant spiders. A gray ooze. Last year we had to get a specialist to deal with a hive of cranium ants. They negotiated for days. The worst was probably the gricks. I hate those things. But I'm sad to say we have not yet had to deal with a boulette. The land shark predator. They burrow through the air with intense speeds. How do you burrow through air? They have been known to invade Norvican streets at times, taking many lives in the process. I do not think those land sharks enjoy tunneling here, but there have been reports of a few of them moving closer to settlements in the last year, over in Verdun. I want to skin one of those things one day. That would be pleasurable. Cool. She grins. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I don't feel like I'm strong enough to go into those tunnels yet, but that's good to know. I need to go in there to find the suspect. Where did this go? Is this to the goblin place? No, what the heck? Oh, monster! Monster, no! Why did I just automatically go towards it? Skeleton, a horrid noise in the dark, moving, a mess of rusty iron and clattering bones, moving towards you. No, I hate the crypts. It calls to you. Roll initiative! Dang it, I'm gonna have to do combat now. But I haven't done another combat yet, so this is actually kind of exciting. But I did not want to go this way. Incoming undead, it is set on killing you. You must defend yourself and smite this foul abomination. The bones are outside the body. They must return. Clearly, any type of piercing or slashing damage would be near useless against this creature. Blunt force is what you need. Blunt force. Your fist will lead the way. Good thing I'm strong. Punch the skeleton, try to dodge. Give him a hug. Would hugging it help in any way? Can't I just tell it to stop? No, I'm just gonna punch it. Bad rolls. Your swing misses the skeleton completely as it jitters back in an unnatural fashion, as if it is animated by some foul punch dodging force, more or less. Destroy it! Don't you have some holy magic against this thing? The goblin brings out his sling. In one swift move, he launches a projectile towards the abomination. It flies right through its open rib cage. Taking stilted steps towards you, the skeleton raises its sword hand. The blade comes down, striking you in the shoulder for 7 hit points. A bone-chilling shriek emanates from the skull. This might be your last chance. The skeleton is growing more and more frantic. You'll have to push it further. Fight. I could do some bark skin. Shield of Faith. A shimmering field appears and surrounds you, protecting you from damage. For the duration, any loss of hit points is reduced to 1. I mean, that would be helpful. Okay. Okay, so I can just do that in combat. I think I remember that you can do like 1 spell and then 1 action. Look for a weakness? That's an even higher DC. Let's try punching again. Come on. Nice, just barely. With a single swing, you line up a perfect strike. Your fist connects with the thing's skull, cutting off its horrid shriek. The impact sends its skull flying off as the rest of it claps upon the crypt floor. Great hit! The bones spill to the ground in a pile of dust and scrap metal. No other threats. The skeleton must have been the only guardian. A great battle. You performed your duty. This crypt has been cleansed. The goblin leans on his knees, panting. Gods, I hate crypts. He raises a finger and wags it. Nothing good ever came from constructing a crypt. You either get a cursed place filled with death or a meat grinder filled with undeath. They can be a little cozy. Are you insane? Look at this place. It's like a bang from somewhere far away echoes down the hallway. The goblin jumps, a shiver down your spine. Then the chamber grows silent once more. A scent of death still lingers. He clears his throat. Fuck this place. Let's go. Hold on, I have to make sure this warrior gets what he deserves. Which is some respect. A good old-fashioned looting. I'm not sure, but it looks like he used to be a real warrior of Earth, so I'm gonna say that. Right, I get it. I'll do what I must. A little, Ooh. Oh, I'm already so low on charisma. Wait, inventory. Okay, let's do this extra helm. Nice. Ooh, some weapons. Mace of Terror. Low on strength. Uh-oh, I reach for the mace. It is cold. Colder than iron permits. The metal feels wrong. Got yourself a nice weapon, eh? As your gloved hand wraps around the handle, a chill runs up your arm. Not just cold, something else. A presence. Wait, there's someone. Nothing. Just the empty crypt. But you saw something. In the corner of your eye, a figure. Watching. You good? The goblin looks concerned. Just look at the mace again. Cleric? You look down at the mace. It's ornate, well crafted. Yet, your body seems to fail when you hold it. There's something very, very wrong with it. What, is it cursed? Did I just get cursed? No, it's... There, again, the figure. In the periphery, watching, spin around. Nothing. Gone. But you know it was there. You felt it. This mace is haunted. Cursed, perhaps. Or simply, occupied. This thing is haunted. What? He stares at the mace. You sure? I'm sure. Great. Haunted weapons. Just what we needed. Damn this. You find this lovely weapon, ready to take on the city's foulness, and you simply cannot wield it. The horror, like some unfleshy ghast come to haunt you. It's too great. Keep it sealed. Keep it close. The spirit watches. Dang. So do I have this in my inventory? I do. Might be best not to use it in a fight. I bet it would mess up my fight. This is it. This is the first place his body was placed 27 years ago. Your lord, your master, your god, Earth. Only 27 years ago? A relic of an old era. I should leave it be. God dies, the world changes. No need to cry over it. This place is still holy, consecrated. Despite this, horrors still walk the grimy tiles. Earth's traces still linger here, as it should be. Dang, I really can just, like, take stuff from these crypts, huh? There's gotta be something else bad in here. Bone dust. What is that? I can consume it to recover second level spell slots. Nice. Okay. Ah, another rat. Take it. I want all the colors of rats. This one's a black rat. Perfect. Okay. I need to go find the owner. No more getting distracted, Jamie. Okay, that's that area. Where was that? That was some locked door that I can't get through right now. I even know? I like don't even remember how to get to the goblin place. Okay, those paths were maybe how to get to the dwarf fellow. Who I should go talk to once I decide I want to go down under the city to fight the monsters and look for the witness to the explosions. How do I want to get over to that area? And there's that giant bird I can talk to. There's a lobster I can talk to. I mean, Viskin's in yellow. Okay, I'm gonna try to go up to... What's that? A lich house, and then the dentistry is scratched out. Okay, the best way to get to Water Lane. I think I want to go up here and go through the windmill house. Yes, I do believe this might be the way. Perfect! Oh, what's that? Something stuck in one of the roller mill blades. I have to wait for it to come around, I think. And what's that? Oh, that's the same thing. Engage. Looking out over the ledge towards the roller mill's blades, you see them spinning per usual, except in one of them there's something stuck. You see a rod, a fancy thing, decorated. How did it end up there? An esoteric event? Interesting. It appears you've spotted something interesting. That design is quite easy to spot among the mass-produced arcane-era magic items. It is an immovable rod. Ooh! What are you looking at? Oh, he mouths and stares at the same thing you're looking at. Looks like a rod. Weird. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, a good sneeze. Wait, wouldn't it be dangerous to try to grab it? You could die, yes. So maybe you shouldn't. Oh, no, but it's so, no, uncommon. I feel like would be nice to have, though they can be quite useful as long as the esoteric forces upon them have not waned. However, why is it lodged inside of a roller mill blade? That is a more fascinating inquiry. Snow will help. I'm gonna try it. Advantage with a natural 20, let's go! You reach out, leaning as far as you can. Oh, for God's sake. The goblin grabs onto your shirt. Uniform. He grabs onto your uniform. Balance on the edge, and you get it. It's a hard wooden frame with fancy iron set pieces on each end. Along the handle is a button. However, it appears permanently pressed down on. Oh, it's an immovable rod. I've seen one of those before. I don't think it's supposed to move though, right? Investigate it. A quick swipe of your hand reveals its magical nature. The tingle. However, this item is clearly broken. Broken how? Try giving it to the goblin. Hand it over. The goblin grabs the rod. Let go. As you do, the goblin holds it alone. Yeah? It's really light. It's esoteric, clearly. Try tossing it into the air. He shrugs. Okay. He tosses his hand up and the rod does not leave his palm. What? He mutters and tries to let go of the magic item. I can't. It's like I'm glued to it. What the hell? Here, take it back. Hi, Ultimalina. Oh, thanks for the well wishes on the stream. The goblin hands it over to you without a problem. He looks perplexed. Try touching it against the ground. As you do, it gets stuck to the ground. Obviously. It's a broken immovable rod. It's a... movable rod? Sure. Huh? Whatever object it touches last, the rod will be esoterically locked and aligned with. It cannot be moved once it touches an object, until it comes in contact with a second object. I bet I can use it for something. It's a cool stick. It is a very interesting stick. Those can never be bad. Right. Okay. Okay. We're slowly getting to Water Lane. We're slowly getting to Water Lane. Go down the ladder. I do also real quickly want to still reduce kind of some of this UI setting volume. Resume. Interesting gameplay like Disco Elysium. Yeah, that's what I think like a lot of the reviews and stuff have been saying it's heavily inspired by Disco Elysium, which I haven't played yet. So it's like I do plan to play it at some point, but it's kind of interesting experiencing this without the reference. I want to try talking to this lobster. But yeah, I think it like pretty well admits that it's very Disco Elysium inspired and like kind of trying to do the same thing. What do you know about the tea shop? Wait, I can cast Speak with Animals. No, what? Said no reason to cast it. Now I can. Yes, cast. Your magic causes you to hear a tiny sound from the crab, a sound that turns into a squeaky voice. Hi there, big fellow. Do you have any information for me? Oh, yes, I do. Did you know that there's an abundance of worms on the riverbank this time of year? There always is. It's causing me to gain a few pounds. The ladies will love it. What's your name? I'm Criminy. Cool name. Thanks. What's it like being a crab? It's great. What do you like about being a crab? Is he calling me a crab? It's great. Snip with your hands. He snips his pincers. A happy crab. That's it for now. I hope you had a riveting combo. Now can we go? Okay. That was not useful, but it was fun. Ultimalina, have you played Disco Elysium? I'm guessing that's kind of how you have the reference for it. Oh, must have to play. My recommendation. Oh, for me to... You recommend me playing Disco Elysium. Yeah, I know. I'm also intrigued, like, after I finish this, if I'm gonna feel more inclined to want to play Disco Elysium after it. Just to be able to, like, compare the two. But we'll have to see. It's a lot of reading, so I know I would be getting into that, too, with Disco Elysium. No, I don't think I need to prepare any spells right now. I just need to get to... Oops, not this. Maybe the journal. I need to figure out... Okay, water lane view. Because I need to find the owner in water lane. And I'm looking there at bird folk. But this should be water lane where I am right now, I believe. I think. So I need to try to look for a bird folk of some kind. Maybe they'll be in one of these establishments. It's closed for the day. There's something in here I didn't engage with though. The voice is from a primal spirit. Open it. Open the trash can. As you lift it aside, you immediately see something moving in the pile of shredded documents and old scraps of food. A pair of legs. Cymorth? Suddenly jumping out of the pile. Oh, it's so cute. Those are some of the things that were in the fountain that just disappear when I get close to it. Suddenly jumping out of the pile with a poof of moldy dust is a pine cone. A pine cone with limbs. Arm and horn. One of your little friends. Oh, I got incense. It hands you some leaves while doing a strange, seemingly improvisational dance upon the trash. Hold on, I'm just gonna... Yeah, what happens if I cast Druidcraft? Before you're able to do anything about it, the little creature poofs away. Dang it! One of nature's essential workers. A blessing to meet it in the wild. Disgusting little creatures. As it fades, you see only trash. I've heard about those things. Never seen them, though. What do you know about them? Disco divides life into before and after. This is something incredible. Interesting. Divides life into before and after. Yeah, I didn't even really know much about Disco Elysium until, I guess, playing this game and just knowing that this is kind of based off of it. And I think I'd read that Disco Elysium also does kind of a similar, like kind of like parts of you or like a persona talking. But it's like maybe a little different from this. I think that's what I read, but yeah, that seems really cool. Just what I read about in the paper and what Nessun goes on about. They're called the Vatar or something like that. The Lamplighters Guild has a public spat with them a couple months back. You'll be keeping an eye out for when I play it. It's on. I have like a little notes list of like some of the games that I want to try to either like stream or record on YouTube, and it is on that list, so it's a good start. I haven't like figured out when I might want to play it, but it is on the list. He points to the lamps behind you. Apparently they mess with the everlasting lights. Not so everlasting then. Guess it's a PR name. I get why they were mad, but I think they solved everything once the PCG got involved. And, like I'm sure you're aware, they're all over the garden too. Anyhow, they clearly seem to like you. Let's keep it at that. Okay. Where can I find this bird man? Also, these stairs really don't seem to go anywhere, huh? Because I really feel like this is Water Lane. Could go into this free trade place. Oh, and thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. That'll keep you updated when I eventually play Disco Elysium. Shut up for the day. Oh, I bet I can speak with the animals here. You approach a ball of feathers and wings and really, really sharp claws. A magnificent creature. This is a griffin. It is a somewhat intelligent magical beast. Simply cast speak with animals. That should lessen the pain of the negotiation. You see a pool of jewel forming underneath the open beak of the beast. Oh, wait, isn't that... There's an entrance to the warehouse on the other roof. If you want to get inside, you're going to have to get past this bad boy. The mythical beast snores gently before you. I don't even want to ask what the plan is here. Wake the animal gently through understanding and empathy. Come on. No, that's such a bad roll. Uh-oh. How does one do this? You try to see from the beast's perspective. How would you like to be awoken if you had to be awoken from your lovely slumber? If you had to be awoken from your lovely slumber by a helm to handsome stranger. I lost my train of thought. What am I doing? The question is, by which method would you like to be awoken? I don't know, a hug? Okay, try that then. Oh no. Uh-oh. Wait, it just flung me. It just flung me off. A light tap. God damn it. You hear your companion yell and rushing down the street. Ooh. Ouch. The bones in your body cracking. Hard ground merging with your flesh. But you live. Groan. Almost got it. That did not go so well. Perhaps another method shall work better? Gods be damned. What were you thinking? You hear Snell yell at you as he comes running down the street. The goblin eventually makes it down to you, gasping for air. It's good you're alive, but seriously, isn't there a saying about not waking a sleeping griffin? Don't do that again. Ouch. Yeah, when I finish Disco Elysium, you'll unfollow me. I wouldn't blame you, you know? Like, just whatever game you might like. I would not hold it against you. Then I'd just have to find the other game that you want to watch next and just keep playing those games. Okay, is the griffin awake now? No, it's still asleep. Can I try again? I got slapped. I'm gonna spend another shard to try it. It is a high DC. Come on. Yes, I did it because I have good wisdom. How does one wake a sleeping grumpy creature? Wait, I succeeded. So will any of these work? But I hugged it last time. That didn't work. Okay, let's just try poking it. No. The answer is simple. You sing. I mean, yeah, honestly, being woken up to like nice singing. But that must mean that I'm a good singer. Cleric? The goblin hisses at you and points at the claws. Sharp. A little lullaby will do. Oh, little birdie, spread your wings. Don't be afraid of the deep, dark things. Crawling and creeping and being so bad. Everybody wants you to not be sad. And the griffin wakes. Oh, so you can get past now. The beast didn't slash your throat. Yet. Wonderful. Thank you, Griffin. It yawns in a way you didn't think creatures with beaks could do. It gives you a tired look. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe you're alive, the goblin mutters under his breath as he too slowly shimmies past the beast. Sometimes it pays off to be handsome and talented. No, it's yawning. But I want to talk to it. There it is. Speak with animals. The beast spreads its wings. You may address me as Giorgio Valzantigo. Master Giorgio Valzantigo. If griffins could smirk, he would. Who does this chicken think he is? Greetings, Master. Thank you for getting out of my way. You're welcome, biped. Now, I'm in a good mood after my nap. Go ahead. Ask me whatever inane questions you might have. Is he gonna tell me anything useful? What does he do around here? I handle scouting for the boat bipeds, though they do not hold any interest for my valuable information. Hi, the Moroccans. Gorgio like a mafia boss. This griffin would be a mafia boss for sure. Look at him. Some of the less rugged ones I even move around from time to time. I traveled with one a few days ago, all the way to this strange cold land. He doesn't even bother to know the humans he takes around. Hello, welcome back in. I hope you had a good weekend. Everything is well with me. In return, I get fed a glorious amount of sustenance, more than you could ever wish for, biped. Who did you fly here with? A biped of your size, approximately. Doesn't even know the name. One of a gaudy sense of style. Some type of ground delver of a human, I believe. The type to head deep below and not come back for many, many days. The type to head deep below and not come back for many, many days. So that's either the dwarf we found mining or potentially the person we saw as a witness to the tea shop explosion. Oh, happy belated Woman Day. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's sad, really, to be a biped like you. We could find its owner below then. Who's your owner? I have no owners, you foolish thing. Oh, that's the same thing. Okay, got it. That's it for now. The voice disappears. Didn't sound like you were best friends exactly. You think you need to try this game? Yeah, how does, after kind of watching it a little bit now, how did you feel like it compares? Because I read some reviews that said that people could definitely see or feel the influence of Disco Elysium, but that it did seem different. And I was curious. I mean, I kind of imagine in such a story-based game that if the stories are different, it would feel like a different experience, but again, having not played it, I was kind of curious how the games might differ from each other. A ginger drink. What does that do? A minor constitution increase for a week. Well, this game's length is a week, so I feel like I should just go ahead and consume this. Yeah, why not? We'll eat an apple to get that little extra boost. Where the heck am I supposed to find this owner of the tea shop? Give these into the warehouse. So those are just some notes. How do I get down there? The door down there leads to the warehouse. Only free striders and guild workers are allowed in. I can't reach that. Who is that? A dock worker? A guy, a dwarf, average height, collected, down to earth, true to his feelings, decently smart. Chill, cool, nice to animals. Not much else to it. Born from the strings of fate. Fates, the Fade-era remnant tyrants smile upon his step for some very, very, very strange reason. This dwarf, if handed an object with a destiny set in stone, could automatically create frays, chaos, madness, a new chance to roll the die. What? That's so fascinating. I need to give him something? It looks very interesting indeed. Okay, I thought the griffin was supposed to move and then this was supposed to be able to take me somewhere. I haven't played that many games that are just so purely kind of story oriented. So I feel like when I first played this, it kind of took me Like I was kind of getting in the groove of just basically reading so much and getting invested in the story. But now I'm feeling like a lot more in the flow of like uncovering more of the story, like having the areas I want to go. So it's interesting, like just how different games can be, like more action based versus more just wandering around and yeah, kind of solving a mystery or exploring a world. Although I am really worried that I'm like not gonna find this person that I'm kind of supposed to find. What is this? Office of someone. Oh, I can enter. Yeah, a mix of puzzle and adventure. Very true, yeah. Who is this person? They're just fast asleep. Children's drawings? Something writing in the air? A magical quill and paper. +2 intelligence. Am I going to get called out for stealing that? Can I equip this here? And what was this tooth doing? +1 wisdom. And all these rats are just -1 to things. Oh, the movable rod is +1 dexterity. That... Okay, I can replace that with the cloak that I already had, which was giving me a -2 charisma. Okay, what else we got? An almost dead plant, not yet. A scholarly commendation of something. So maybe books for spells? You heard a meme about Disco Elysium that the game has about 1.2 million words of dialogue. That's funny. So like this game also too, it seems like however you build your character, since it's kind of D&D based, opens up different like branching dialogue and paths. And I don't know how much, and that was something I read somewhere, that this like game for Esoteric Ebb has a lot of like branching paths, just depending on your roles and things like that. And I'm not sure if like those branching paths then end up converging on the same ending. Like we'll have to find out. But I was also curious if Disco Elysium is like that, if like the story changes based on how you navigate it and approach it. Because that definitely seems to be a big feature of this game. You see a collection of books from the philosophy canon, none of which you are really able to understand. Next to them, a line of famous political books. Okay, so all of the parties. The scholar has good taste. Darrow, that's my person. Let's just see what some of these read as. Disco Elysium is very rich in story, so you're not surprised about that. Yeah. You pick up the black-covered tome. A faint tingle goes through your gloved hand. That's the most evil book I've ever seen. How'd they even get the cover to be that black? It's like a void. Thickened graphene. That is how they create the darkness on the cover. A memory lingers in this tome. If you open it, you shall recall. Yeah, I'm gonna open it despite its evil nature, of course. The text is not dangerous. The pages show but a holy scripture of the Shadow Lord's lost religion, one of eternal servitude and the search for life and death. However, you remember it well. This was the first book you were ordered to study as punishment for your idiotic behavior at the towers. You remember your first journey towards the esoteric. Recall it. How liberating it was to know beyond any doubt how much greatness hid within your mind. Blurred faces, hushed whispers, a crowd of thoughtful peers, each snickering about your hand, a raised hand among a crowd of sheep. Patriarch is not just a religious text. They stare at you. It's a spell book. Those were the words. Oh, how they laughed. He asked you to prove yourself, so you did. I went up to the Patriarch. I took the Book of Shadow. Yes. Then yes. Memorized detect alignment. You memorized it on the spot. Then you cast that ancient spell, one used by the Death Knights of the Shadow Lord to subjugate and control the minds of his people. Excuse me. A spell that is, despite its first level, not learned by most clerics until they grasped the intricacies of higher tier casting. But I think I can see most of characters' alignments when I talk to them. It's similar to D&D, but it has unique character stats. They affect your progress and you can play through the game multiple times, and each time being different. Okay, cool. So I think it is then relatively similar to this game in that sense. Everyone was left stunned by your excellence. To not only master such a spell, but to do it in seconds instead of days. That moment, it was yours. From that moment, you marked your place at the towers as the greatest spellcaster, the greatest talent among them all. However, as always, the weak fear the strong. That moment also began your ostracization. You would never be among them, never have peers. None would see you in any way as a brother or a comrade. I want to be a leader. You are. And you shall continue to be. Gasp for air. Your vision is blurry. It is filled by the pages of that book. It is a good one, despite its religious fervor. As many say, the Shadow Lord was as much an early arcanist as he was the greatest of the walking gods. I kind of want to try reading the other books, but I do want to make sure... Okay, my questing tree. There's a rhythm to Jor's realm and you heard his voice. Find it at his closest pillar. It reaches deep. Investigate it on every level. So I need to investigate the pillar on every level. Oh, those are completed. But this is... The entrance to the tea shop has been shut by Coin Lord Darrow. If you want to enter legally, you need his blessing. You do not have permission to enter the tea shop. You need authorization by Darrow. You know his mansion can be found on the hill, but I have to go after midnight. The owner of the tea shop is unaccounted for. He was last seen heading below. And the witness was spotted heading through the city below. He went through the south caves. And that's completed. So these are all my side quests. So we just know that the owner was last seen heading below. And people presumed he was heading to Water Lane, but he didn't necessarily have to be. What is Discord for? Yeah, I basically just wanted mostly a better way to, update on streams in case, like, I was doing a bonus stream or time had to change. I am going to try to adhere to more of a schedule, which I put on my About page just recently. So that should be at least, like, some semblance of a schedule that can be followed. But yeah, then I made the Discord mostly to be able to, like, send updates on just if anything changes or a bonus stream. Also to talk about, like, games I'm considering next. Because I was like, I'd love to have input on, like, what people would be excited to watch or see. So I just wanted, like, more of a way to communicate with people and, update on stuff. Because at first I was trying to do, like, just the Twitch stories, but I don't know. It just feels easier to have a Discord. Okay, I want to read Darrow's book. I might just kind of quickly skim through this. The first few pages are devoted to a rambling text about the history of governing. Darrow then smoothly moves on to conflate their accomplishments with his own, especially since he also includes an explanation of his lineage. The many, many pages go on to describe both practical but mostly theoretical methods a statesman should use when dealing with the populace. The book has a rather rough tone about democracy. Those who believe in democracy have a wonderful view of folk, to think them capable of making rational and informed decisions devoid of personal bias and emotional conduct. Quite anti-democratic. No wonder people were upset to have a magistrate use such terrible language. So that's the magistrate. Blind Manifesto, the book. The book. Always listen to your hungry stomach, it says with big, ugly letters on the first page. Constitution loves this. You should listen to the book and the stomach. This wonderful manual, sure. Same as always, the book begins with a tirade about property ownership. Then on the 5th page, you find a diagram showing how to ritualistically summon a demon. It's incorrect, however, on purpose, supposedly. The purpose is metaphoric criticism of authoritarian governments. The rest is a series of extreme essays on the topics of hedonism. It paints up an image of an ideal world where we can all live without strife simply through the cooperation and love of all things. A loving image, communally loving. Made illegal in many cities after its release in 466 AE, this rambling text has survived for one reason or another. It is the thing that makes you feel good, the text of truth. Look at the chapter on free love. It has pictures. You remember the words well, the guide on how to make ultimate sensations of flesh. Remember it well. You will need it one day. Close the book. Reading filth like this will only darken your mind. Okay, and the last book. Lexandro. This was the first book placed in your hands as an Earthfolk recruit. It's an old worn copy of the same text. Musings about the divine era. A history lesson. The proven, the organized, the divine. Although written from the perspective of not faith nor service to the holy, but rather that of service to the state. A modern theocratic vision. The nation as an entity not bound by the protection and lifetime of its god. Instead, the nation-state will survive on unifying cultural traits passed down from that god to his people. This, Lexandro writes, will fasten them into the earth, creating firm groundings for the states to exist beyond any others. The later chapters go on to describe this dream of a millennium empire, his grand plan, a nation to survive the passing of eras, a collection of ideas he gathers in his dream, an ideology structured around order, without the weakness of monarchy, the chaos of democracy, or the esoteric dependence of majocracy. The millennium empire, the fascist ideal. It's almost like he wrote directly about the struggles of today's Norvik. Whatever your thoughts are, this book is used to reshape the city. You know well how effective it is. Just remember, it was written by a gnome. It was what? Lexandro was a gnome. He tried using the so-called fasci di condottieri, a great mercenary warlords of old Dimenor, to bring order to the neglected parts of the band. He was, however, ultimately destroyed by the same warlords he created, when his followers failed in their coup of Savalny. Ironically, the responsible squad reportedly did not realize who they had killed at first. They had simply been hunting down any non-humans in the city. This was not openly spoken about during your training, but yes, it is true. Something to ponder. Okay, I'm gonna put the book away. Okay, book's read. Let's trifle in this pot for some money, and then let's talk to this person. You take a step into the cramped office, standing in front of a sleeping halfling. Is this a scholar? Curse the gods. Go investigate his book collection before waking the lazy halfling. I already did. Hello? Oh, he moans and slowly opens his bushy eyes. His confused gaze focuses on you. Life is pain. Glare at him. Terrible, terrible pain. Oh, he mutters and rubs his face. The wrinkles fold over one another like waves on a storied sea. Are you... He looks at you with his wary expression. Then he rubs his nose and sniffs twice. Are you here for the invoice? A quick glance to Snell. His words come out in a stilted halfling accent. What? The invoice. Should I have an invoice? I don't have any invoice. Not for you, at least. You don't? Oh, hold on. I've already paid that invoice. You're here for something different. He leans in, facing Snell. I hope Queen Goblin has no quarrel with this old scholar. He holds up a palm. Nah, we're here on city business. I'm exploring random buildings and yours was unlocked. No. Yes, I've got some questions about the tea shop mostly. Tea shop? Then you are dealing with interesting events. The city has seen its fair share of great calamities over the years, and the tea shop explosion appears tiny in comparison. Tiny? No, it's a huge conspiracy. No, probably but I have some questions. Of course. Curiosity is absolutely vital for keeping the old brain in motion, so I commend you, cleric. And you as well, my goblin friend. He looks around, grunting. Can I get either of you some fucking water, or... Why is he like that? He wields swear words like the coastal winds. No, thank you. Your companion replies very quickly. You're Scholar Appledent, right? Me? Yes. I am Snore Appledent, he says and bows his head in the chair. Scholar of Fort Nip University, in dedicated service to the progress of AIS. But what exactly do you do? Many things. Primarily, my expertise lands on the topic of alignment and its many historical and contemporary applications. Some bullshit, I will tell you. These days, I mostly deal with other forms of study. Specifically, I run this office here on the experimental technique of psychoanalysis. What kind of magic is that? No magic at all, although there has been some detect thoughts involved at some points in the development. It is a form of mind healing, as they call it. I'll be one to call it support instead. It is essentially the idea that the mental present is shaped by the mental past, and that through dialogue, our unreleased unconscious ghost can be vanquished. Huh. So it's talking about feelings? An exorcism? Good for this voice for this guy, thank you. I know, truly horrifying. A Reedsian friend of mine once told me this joke, and I apologize if it is too vulgar for your taste, but he sputters out the words through little chortles. I'll listen to it. Right. A cleric, an arcanist, and a rogue delve into the lair of the succubus. The fiend defeats all three men, throwing them in her dungeon. But she grows to fancy them, so she offers them a choice. For each man who can successfully satisfy her, she will let that man go. Otherwise, he speaks with little fits of laughter in between, she ends them, so to say. This is going to be a long tale. If it is sacrilegious, you'll have to beat the gnome. Ho ho ho. Okay, if it's going to be long, I should skip it. It's getting late in the day. The elf looks very extravagant with a hairy chest. The halfling nods. I understand. No jokes. Clerics are very serious. I understand. Either way, psychoanalysis. Yes, that's what we are talking about. It's about your feelings, thoughts, memories, choices you've made, things that have happened to you. They can bog you down, so to say, and the goal in my clinical practice is to root that out in my patients' minds, and to help make them aware of repressed negative baggage, if you will. So is he, like, a therapist? So one can move forward more speedily. I don't have any repressed negative feelings. Sounds like removing a curse of the mind. That's appropriate of this world. In a metaphorical sense, yes. But it's not the only thing I work on here. I am currently exploring the dream of animus. That's something to do with masculinity and femininity, based on Cividic's ideas. A dream of man and woman. You explore men and women? Sounds interesting. It is. Beyond that, I also focus a lot on my own unverified theories. He slaps his knees and grins. The folk spirit, have you heard of it? Sounds like a collective folk view on morality. Is that some kind of unified moral or ethical code of a people or culture? No, it's... He leans back and squints. That's not actually that far off. You've got a good head on you, cleric. The folk spirit is the working title for my new thesis. Most of it is, if you excuse my honoron, fucking bullshit. But in short, it is about how each folk share a number of core communal archetypes or myths. I've traveled around the coast to collect as many tales, writing down thousands of stories previously only passed down orally. All to see how well my theory holds up in the minds of so many folk. He clears his throat and leans back into his chair. Apologies, I am ranting here. Let us put a stop to it. What do you want, cleric? Ooh, we got a lot of options here. Also, yes, hello, Stepper of the Wind. Welcome in. Do you two know each other, Stepper of the Wind and the Moroccan Sod? It kind of sounds like it. Okay, would you give me some of the mind healing? Would that be getting a therapy session here? I'm kind of intrigued if I would get another spell, but I did get a spell from this room already, so... What is love? Why don't you use magic in your mind healing? What are you voting for in the election? So there is this whole part of the game where you, like, kind of can decide what political party you align with, and that has not been something that I have been exploring at all, of, like, you can ask people what they're voting for and learn about the different factions and whatnot. Thanks, you don't think so. Rock and Sod, I appreciate you being so excited for someone popping in. I have some personal questions for you. Okay, well, let's ask about the tea shop, because that's a big thing. Oh, horrific. He gestures wildly towards the rocky wall. Shit started shaking. It was as if the red rock of Tolstad itself was cracking. For a half a second or so. You hear anything about it? Rumors? You should not believe rumors, cleric, but yes, I did hear some nasty stuff. Some people seem to think the owner did it himself since he is missing. Some others think the city did it since they printed a clear lie in the post. I've also heard people say the Osculists are responsible since it was their hideout, or that the Freeze-Riders did it for the same reason, blowing up Osculist opposition and so on. It's all bullshit, of course. Don't believe the rumors. Okay, so there are a lot of rumors going on. I'll see what happens if I ask, can you give me some mind healing? And then I'll head out. Of course. I am, however, a bit swamped in work right now. I will get you a booked slot. I have time after the election. Dang it, then I can't. You should come visit then, because I think the game's gonna end after the election. Can't you make time now? No, I'm afraid I cannot. Truth be told, I'm very overworked. I'm struggling with a certain topic. He makes a noise that might once have been a cough. The old man is frustrated. He's trying to avoid even thinking about it. I'm focusing on a specific idea of civetics. The idea that two opposite faces of your ego, masculine and feminine. The idea of two opposite faces. But I just can't seem to get past a certain hurdle. Obstacle. Explain. You see, there's a work called Book of the Mind. It is, in my opinion, Civitic's masterpiece in the figurative sense. Is it like a secret book hidden deep in the dungeon? Sounds nerdy. Figurative? Oh no, I own several copies. There's a rare edition of this book, which contains a rumored so-called final foreword from Cividix himself. In this foreword, he apparently reveals a revelation about his categorization of the psyche, specifically on the topic of gender. Might be nothing, but it would be highly interesting to get my grubby hands on it. He leans in and whispers, and more importantly, it would bring me great pleasure to know how much Cividix would be spinning in whatever Thazinian mass grave he's buried in, if he knew a halfling like myself was pioneering in his footsteps. Ho 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 ho. You want to develop his ideas further? Yes, that is the idea. Snur leans back in his chair. This final 6th edition of the book, it was only printed in 10 copies. The publisher then hiked up the price in order to sell it to collectors. Those collectors have then spent the last 3 decades using these copies as a form of investment, making sure to keep the content of that forward a tightly guarded secret. How terrible, a scholar's words should be freely available. Nothing is ever free, even if it is free. So what, you want me to find this rare book? He nods. I drank a bit too much the other night, and in my desperation, I paid a diviner to cast Locate Object for me. I didn't expect anything, and it was very expensive. However, she actually found it. A copy of the 6th edition Book of the Mind is here, very close to Waterlane View. And she even told me the exact direction. He points to the floor, about 40 meters straight down. Oh, Stepper of the Wind, thanks for subscribing. And thanks for using your Prime for it. I really appreciate that. The game is pretty neat. Gotta run, but you'll definitely be back to check out more. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for popping in and for the subscription. I think this game will take me a while, and I just started like last week, so I'll be definitely playing more of it. And as you can tell, there's a lot of dialogue, but a really cool world and story. Okay, so it's in the city below? Yes, exactly. This sounds like a quest. Sure, why not? So many side quests, Snell mutters to himself. Delve into the dangerous tunnels below and get me that book. Don't get yourself killed, and in exchange I will, well, what the fuck kind of reward do you want? I want you to heal my broken mind. No, I don't know. Do you have a magic item or something? He shrugs. I have books in droves. You know what? He says and snaps his finger. The book itself, it's expensive and probably magical in some sense. Wait, you want me to get the book and then you'll give it to me? Give me the book, let me take a look at that forward, and you keep the book afterwards. That's still a quest, right? Sure. I'm not an expert in that kind of weird shit is down there, but the city below is dangerous. Don't wander blindly. Good luck, cleric. Okay, I've been talking to this person for too long. Let's get out of here. Where the heck might the owner be? Okay, it's 6 p.m. so there are some buildings I can probably get to. This person... Were they here last time? You're busy. Or is it because it's a different time of day that now people are starting to move around? Closed still. Oh. Oh, this is the meeting I got the flyer for, that there's going to be a meeting here. Can I go in here now? Or does it open at 7? No, it's opening tomorrow. But where? Was that the door I checked out earlier? Oh, now people are like responding to me. Huh. Gosh, I have no clue where I can find this owner of the tea shop. Okay, this seems like it'll be intriguing talking to these people. Also, I love how the items I have equipped like are just on my back. Like I have this magical pen and quill on my back and the immovable rod. And they're just like sitting there chilling. That's so entertaining. Okay, I'm gonna go get more water to keep up all of this talking. So I will be right back in just a second. Oh, hi puppy. Also, my dog has come to say hi. Very unusual drawing, like in the old Disney cartoons. You mean like the art style of this game, or what do you mean? Also, I want to show y'all. I'm setting up. I tried setting up a pet cam, but my dog hasn't really been inside to be seen. Oh, this is just her chest. Oh, I'll look. This is my actual little pet cam. This is Catalina. He's my cute little pup. I wanted to have another little extra cam set up, but I haven't figured out really to have it set up so that she's always on the screen. But I did just set up a little extra webcam I can pick up. So she usually comes and says hi. The graphics like in old Disney cartoons. Dog cam, oh Thunderbird, hello, I didn't know you were here. Yeah, she's a sweetie. I've never gotten her breed tested. Okay, now she's facing away. But she always just wants to come and like get pets and say hello. Okay, I'll turn this off now. Oh, see, she wants more pets. Her eyebrows. I'll turn that off now. I've never gotten her tested, but I got her from a shelter, and they thought she was like a part German Shepherd, part Border Collie, which kind of checks out because she's got like the German Shepherd colors, but she's got long fur and like the like kind of feathery fur under her ears. But she's an absolute sweetheart. She loves cuddles. She's a good girl. Okay. I'm gonna go get water and then be back, like I already said. It shouldn't take me too long. Okay, I'm back. That is like, this game has so much talking that I like to try to keep myself hydrated. But it does mean I have to go back for refills and bathroom breaks. Hi, cat. What you want? You want some pets? Yes, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. She's like trying to tell me I've been gaming for too long. She wants attention. Hydrate. Yes, thank you. The water jar is full, so I have plenty to hydrate with now. I can like tell my throat starts to get a little dry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Let's see what this is about. Rolo Malak. Let's see if I can investigate anything. Ooh, that's a good roll. Everything. Chaotic neutral. Level 1 unemployed. The next generation, a late-stage teenager representing all young men among the Earthfolk. Statistically, it could be worrying. If all young men today feel as lost and unemployed as this one, then everything must be going to shit. At least he's politically active. Excuse me. That might also be a worrying detail. Young men with little to lose and everything to gain are, historically speaking, a common driving force behind the world-changing conflicts. If the old guard nationalists do not represent them, if freestriderism does not support them, if Asgalism is way too progressive, then what phrase will these rumblings lead us along? As with all things, it is economy which steers the masses, the flow of capital, as you have read so much about. These boys might rage against the world if they wish, yet if they each held a role in society which paid them well and granted them satisfaction, then all that rage would subside. They simply require a new ideology, one which supports their economic interests and nothing else. So this interaction is definitely just going to be about their political party. So let's engage. A tense scene. Oh, a cleric. Just in time. 4 young guys, each looking a bit nervous, except the angry-looking blonde kid. We have confiscated the illegal goods, he says and bows his head. For the city. He turns his head towards one of the kids behind him. How's it going, Earth niece? I'm trying. Hold on. Are you militia? Great job, kid. Point at the lanky kid trying to cast a cantrip. Hey, stop it. I'll ask if they're militia. The blonde kid shakes his head. I'm Rollo, the blonde kid says and takes a bow. Rollo Malak, at your service. Behind me are Earth Niece, Stan Buskin, and Toli. We're members of the Norvikian resistance, a movement to... You're thieves. And ignorant book burners. The girl adjusts her spectacles and straightens her back. I already ran into this girl. With all due respect, Mr. Cleric, she says, don't believe a word from these thugs. You notice the 2 other girls behind her, a halfling and a dwarf, both look at each other. Assholes. Careful, it's an actual cleric. Thugs? Come on, Modisa. Really? Like the AY aren't just a bunch of ruffians? I've seen enough, the goblin whispers to you and sighs. Just activists clashing. Asks Snell the AY. Asgalist youths. See her green armband? Hello, everyone. I'm the cleric. They've stolen, she hisses, and then turns to Rollo to bark at you. You stole our entire water lane delivery. Ooh, XP. Others are starting to notice the cleric in your step. Yeah, sure, of an illegal newspaper. Lord Cleric, I assure you, we're doing the city a favor here. I take that back. It's just a bunch of LARPers, says Snell. Let's see, I see it. A lover's quarrel. Lord Cleric. I dig it. I'm the Lord Cleric. Wait a second, no, I need to correct something here. I'm not actually a cleric. Okay, so I'm sensing a conflict here. Are you kids even allowed to be out this late? I'm gonna say, okay. So I'm sensing a conflict here. You're here to uphold the law, right? So arrest these assholes, now. The dwarf grabs her hand and holds her back. Modisa, calm down, please. What are you guys voting in the election? Okay, I'll have the Osgall girl explain her side. She scoffs. Okay, fine. Her dwarven friend mutters, Modisa, in a concerned tone. We deliver papers for the Osgallian chant. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a pretty big deal. Snell chuckles. The paper is not terribly popular, but it is known for radical articles and political stances. She draws a sharp breath. We have a busy schedule, and right as we started delivering the papers in Waterlane, these pieces of shit start following us, taking papers we've just delivered right out of people's mailboxes. That's illegal, right? Asked the halfling girl. Just a bit illegal, maybe. Of course it's illegal. Your opinion does not even register. She does not even hear it. Insolent behavior. She does not care for your opinion on the legality of mail theft. How rude. And then they grab one of our paper stacks from Zerba. Like straight up assault and theft. And Modisa, it wasn't... They can't get away with this. It probably was not that bad. Poor girl. Okay, and then we'll ask the nationalist boy. Okay, you, what's going on here? First of all, thank you for listening to reason. I know we look like some dumb kids, but we're not. Burning the written word does nothing to dispel such a notion. He gestures towards you and then to himself. We're on the same team here. I don't look dumb. Stop stalling. Tell me what you're doing here. So, we heard about the Osgall chant being delivered on Tolstad. Or I did, at the guild. I work at the fishery, and I see every day how Earthfolk get radicalized by dwarven nonsense. So, I figured I'd get the boys with me and we'd, you know, put a stop to it. You want to stop the production of a copper paper. We couldn't find out where the thing was printed or anything. A lot of copper press designs don't really have official companies behind them. Especially trash like the chant you hear coming from the short kid in the back. Go fuck yourself, Tolly. Hey, relax. I'm telling our story here. To the good Lord Cleric. He turns back to you and coughs once. Of course, it's illegal to distribute unlicensed papers in every official district. So I ask around. Apparently someone saw these girls at the university going around delivering it. Wasn't that difficult to figure out. It was Modisa doing the deliveries. Fucking Modisa. She's not allowed to do that, a large kid in the back says with a nod. Wait, you guys know each other? There's history here? Yeah. Back in school, everybody knew who Modisa was. The Osgallist annoyance, the blonde kid says with a grin. Such a terrible nickname, unimaginative and boring. Also, fuck you. Anyway, that's how we got here. They're delivering an illegal magazine, and we've put a stop to it. He grins wide and proud. Okay, I've come to a conclusion. Good, she says and nods. She's hiding a nervous expression. Great, good. He's outwardly very nervous. Approach the blonde kid and see if you can get these nationalists to back off. Approach the girl with spectacles and check if you can argue against these Osgalls. Try to find a compromise. Let's try to find a compromise. Oh, I can use wisdom. That's good. I'm good at wisdom. And I have advantage with Snell. Perhaps, but you must engage in a deep meditative form of empathy in order to achieve it. Let's do it. Easy money. It is time for a compromise. Both of you, listen up. Your calm and determined voice rings out across the street. Tell the girls you can't deliver your paper. Then tell the boys, and you can't steal it. But you can't deliver it. That's what I've been saying, Dave, and you can't take it. Just listen to him. Come on. The blonde kid grits his teeth. Then he grabs the stack of papers and tosses it across. Oof, Modisa grunts as she catches it. Then she immediately turns to you. What do you mean? We have every right to. No delivering without a license. Fine. The boys quickly disperse, muttering among themselves. Don't, the dwarf girl tells Modisa, as she strolls up to you. Hey, Mr. Cleric, you know we're just gonna deliver these anyways, right? I'm counting on it, give her a thumbs up. Just do it a bit later, so that blonde kid doesn't notice. I'll say I'm counting on it. As you answer, she turns and walks away. Well, you sure made the problem go away. Somewhat. Now, let's get out of here. Fabulous. Okay, maybe I can turn my dog cam back on because Kat's sitting down. We'll see the edge of the office chair though. There she is. I just need to try to like not flip it over. Look, isn't she so cute? Let's see, I'll put that up here. Okay. So that happened. That happened. Yes. So I'm in Water Lane. There's the office. Where could the owner be? Maybe in some of these areas? Pillar Crossing? I mean, people thought the owner was going to Water Lane because I think they saw him go like south underneath, but he might not have actually gone there. Like he could be in Pillar Crossing or could be somewhere in the underground. So I think I can keep exploring around basically until midnight of this day one, and then I can talk to Darrow, because he'll get me into the tea shop. And then I do also want to see, why is this colored? Take root. This is new. What is this doing? Trouble brewing. Young woman running around the streets, slinging Osculist propaganda to unsuspecting citizen. The map is not small, or does that seem that way to me? It is pretty big, I think. I mean, granted, like once you're actually moving around, it doesn't feel as overwhelmingly big. But I think it's a decent size. It definitely, on the view of the screen of the map, it like looks a lot more intricate and bigger than I think it actually is. A young woman running around the streets, slinging Osculist propaganda to unsuspecting citizens. Boys causing chaos in the name of some hapless magazine-inspired rebellion. This cannot be tolerated. No, it cannot. Too much chaos has been caused by the damn kids. No, it can be tolerated. What? It can be tolerated. It's just some kids. That kind of looseness will bring order to its knees. It's all the Osgal did nothing to warrant such pushback. This era is one of communication. Ideas interchanged freely between a populace of free-minded thinkers, folk dreaming of an egalitarian potential. However, the problem lies with the unfortunates who break and sear Folkarian thought with reckless unkindness. You must pray for them, beg of them, to please stop being so mean. Appealing to their better nature? Great idea. Be sarcastic. Appealing to their better... or don't be sarcastic. Do you think that would really work? One can wish. Those boys might be unkempt and rough, but they are proud citizens of a great city. They are performing a service, albeit a crude one beyond the realm of law. But the youth Osgals, they are even more unlawful, to a much steeper degree. That's true in a battle between lawfulness and disorder. Those book-burning boys clearly come out on top. How do you calculate that degree of unlawfulness? Steeper? Let's just say steeper. Steeper. How do you calculate that degree? Entirely through the morality of their behavior, which means feelings. Feelings. Yes, you are feeling like the boys are in the right. What has happened here is a complication upon society, a representation of the wider culture. Young men are drawn towards the rough, downtrodden world of the dreamers, the hope of national unity through an Earthian story. One of leadership and honor, but without that guiding star, there is no such singularity, no control, no wise king to bend the knee to. Instead, these boys are simply expressing pain through violence, enacted onto those who are attempting to craft a more caring future, that is, young women. They, as opposed to young men, are drawn towards a more social type of unity, with welfare and Osgalian flattened hierarchical structures. Beyond Osgal himself, who is by his function also a male figure, it is to womanly people you shall look towards. The way wisdom looks scares you. Lady Fair is one. Yeah, I don't really know what that's supposed to be. Because some of them are... like kind of like the body parts. I think wisdom, I think wisdom is the heart, but it's just covered in eyeballs and has wings. Yes, Lady Fair and those not, the walking god who gave everything to save her people. What is that? Lady Fair and those not, a young halfling leads her clan through a mountain pass and defends it for 3 days and 3 nights. She is known to be responsible for the founding of the Fordnip Commonwealth, the unified states of halfling lands in western Oscan. Today the relationship is strained. My story. Now my cat's here. Is it on? Oh, she's like kind of on. Where'd she go? Starry, where's your face? Where you going? Where you going? Oh. She's a little shy. Maybe she'll sit just right there for a second. Looks like a heart with many eyeballs, yeah. Okay, I'll put this back to Cat. Maybe Star Fox will jump up on the desk. And my dog, my cat named Star Fox, always wants to like hang out with my dog named Cat, full name Catalina. But Catalina is like pretty jealous and like territorial, so she's not mean to Star Fox, but she definitely like doesn't want to be friends with her. So sometimes it's a bit sad. Star Fox just wants to be a friend. Starry, what are you doing? Oh no! This is what I get. She's back behind my computer now messing with stuff. Girl, what are you doing? No! Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. She's back here messing with all sorts of stuff. She just knocked the camera off. Sorry. Let me get that put back up. If I can. The cat is not a streamer unlike Catalina, yeah. Okay, hold on. Girl, what did you do? This is all... Sorry, y'all. Just seeing everything. Okay, let me fix this now. Starbucks, you goober. She just really wanted to explore back behind the computer. Dog cam, yeah, we got the dog cam. Oh no, we were dropped. Yeah, more like pulled from the throne. Oh, there she goes. Okay, I'll turn that off now. Starry, come here. I'll get Star Fox on. She's not very, oh no, she's got the mic. Oh no, she's got the mic. Oh no. Well, that was a fun little... Sorry. A fun little detour. Star Fox kind of said hi. She's not actually very sociable. So whenever I can get her, I try to. That's maybe the first time she's been caught on camera. Now I've got cat hair all over the mic. I'll have to clean that up later. Okay. Pets are gone. We're back. Her words are few but spread far across the coast. Her church is quite active among the Norvikian society as an organization of charity, one open to all folk no matter their origin. An egalitarian dream. This is why women, as harsh as it is to say, are simply more suited for Norvikian leadership. Lady Fair makes it clear. A house held by woman stands any season. Women clearly build a more thoughtful and caring world for all of us. I feel like a good man for thinking such egalitarian things. But I want to lead in the future and I'm not a woman. My goodness, this dialogue. What about a house held by a person never falls? We'll do this first one. Why not? There's something so powerful about dreams. Ideas spreading from man to woman, woman to man. But the Asgalian dream is not a blessing. So I guess this whole like take root thing is, I don't know, me just like discussing between the two political parties. It is a smile wrought in pain, a vision of 1,000 layers of intersected nets and labels, tangling every person, ensnaring them into oppressor or oppressed. And there is oppression. There are unfair hierarchies. The world is corrupt. You got a clip. Oh no, she's got the mic. I can't wait to watch that later. She's back now still. Let's see if I can... I'll just give you a treat, Starry. Is that what you want? Is that what you're here for? Are you gonna continue to sow chaos? Don't go back up there. Is it because Catalina's gone now that you feel more brave? Okay. No. Don't go back up there. Look, over here. Come here. Here. Yes. Right here. She's in like full gremlin mode right now. She just wants to sow chaos. She's so cute, but she's very prone to like waking me up at 3 a.m. wanting to play. But that's also when she's her most cuddliest. So it's bittersweet. What do you want? Don't come back up here. Last time you knocked the mic You knocked the camera out. You want more? One more. That's it. Chomp, 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 chomp. Okay. This is taking me forever to get through this now. But not fundamentally. If these boys are pushing back against Osculism, that is only natural. It is an ideal... Why am I not pronouncing this word? I'll just say idea, which pushes a fundamental belief that they are naturally oppressively superior. Oh my god, she's back behind the computer again. Girl. Okay. Let me raise this so you can like get through here easily. And hopefully not knock everything over. But you know I've got all sorts of cords back there. I'm so worried she's gonna like knock stuff over again. Starry, what are you doing? She's part of some whatever political faction sows chaos. She does want more clips. She wants to be famous. I know you want to be famous, Star Fox. I know it. I know it. You could be famous if you were a little more sociable. Look, there's her tail. She's just looking for more treats. She's desperate. Are you wanting to say hi again? Are you wanting to say hi again? About just don't grab the mic again. Huh? How about that? I'm sure she probably looks so unhappy right now. Okay, I'll give you one more. And then no more. Okay? Right there. Look, right there. She really does want more clips. Okay, okay. If a young man grows up in squalor, finding zero advantages from him being a man among patriarchs, nor any power from being a human, especially if he grows up within non-human clusters, something many of the poorest humans do. When he is unable to find a job at age 19, he has almost no political, societal, or economic power in his life. Which dream do you think he would believe in? The one calling him to fight to reclaim what is his by right, a good life as a future patriarch? Girl, no more. Don't go over there. Or the one calling him an oppressor. It does not call him an oppressor. That is an unfair reading. So the sides of myself are just like arguing politics right now. Osculism is about systemic change. That young man is trapped in the same cycle of violence that all men find themselves since the dawn of time, that he must fight, that he must be a patriarch to have that good life. Starbucks, like from the game series? Yeah, which I never played, but we just thought it was a cute name because she's like, I mean, she's got like the like black and tan, so kind of like the like a starry night, kind of like her black and white, like little bits of white. And then like she's kind of got the brown like fox colors. So we thought it was like a cute like game name that also fits her colors. The only reason she's letting me hold it right now is because she thinks she can get treats. More treats. I've already given her like 3. And because since we call my dog Cat, we wanted a name too that kind of still had an animal in it instead of just calling her dog. What you doing, girl? Osculism would lay the foundation that allows him to be free from these burdens. He would be free to find that job, that good life, with the same prospects as everyone else. I don't want to just be debating politics in here. I suppose if a man already has it pretty terrible in a world where he's supposed to be at the top, then a world where his advantages are gone would seem even worse. I'm sure there's a female perceptive here somewhere as well, but I've only read about that in Mom's books. Seems to me like it's more of a branding issue. The Osculists need to be more in tune with the economic aspect of intersectionality. They're clearly losing out on a ton of angry book-burning boys. Look, I just want what's best for women. No, I don't care about men or women. I'm an equal hater. We all suck. I want to say that. That goes against the wisdom side of me. That is not a nice way to go through life. It is, however, surprisingly egalitarian. We need to come to that realization. The one every boy reaches towards the late stages of their capitalistic, puberistic, and social awakenings. That, no, not at all. It is only your placement you must understand. Dang, this is a lot of dialogue. Figure out where you've planted these 2 feet of yours and accept where your bones will begin their incessantly slowish grind into the pavement. Learn more. Steel yourself. Seek love. Be more. Suddenly understand gender. Realize your place in the world. So I guess this is like at a point where maybe I kind of choose one to lean into. This is fascinating. But I have to be able to succeed on the check. Oh, it is such a simple answer. As you compare and contrast, as you break away the many specifics and biases and little intricacies that make each man a man and each woman a woman, what is left is but the souls of these folk, these creatures of biological realities and spiritual happenstances, each of them loving and holding and hating and screaming within Jor's arbitrary spectrum, within some neatly organized checkboxes on a governmental form, within the heart and genitalia of each young beastly person who struts across this artificial landscape. They think so much, they feel so much, both as one. They are, understand it. Men and women are innumerably more similar than they have ever been different. Oh, any kind of statistical calculation or divinely attributed seance will always point in this exact direction. There are extremely minor divergences in the averages. These are negligible. The default man and the default woman are going to be, in every single way that matters on a broader scale, equal. Yeah, I figured that'd be the case. Sometimes. Maybe. However, these minor differences on the average, they coagulate towards the extremes. A bell curve. It's a miracle the green one took this long to figure it out. This is funny. I'm so curious about the developer of this game. I feel like I have a sense of what they might be like, but I would be very curious. I kind of want to see if I can like find an interview by them. What does that mean? If men are 0.001% more aggressive than women in the averages, that is nothing but an indication of this. The most violent people in society are all men. This means both of these following statements are fully true. First statement, men and women are the same. Second statement, men and women are different in the extremes. And how does that affect reality exactly? In this way. So philosophical. Yeah, for real. Like this dialogue is really going all over the place. Only in extreme cases does gender affect anything. If you are dealing with the most emphatic people in the world, they will almost all be women. If you are dealing with the most competitive people in the world, they will almost all be men. Yet for the vast majority of groups and or collections of people, the more empathetic and competitive are just as likely to be either men or women. This gender divide is not something you should use to judge or evaluate average people in average day-to-day life. It is only relevant in vastly wide distributions. You will always have more male criminals. You will always have more female Asgilists, but only because the most violent people become criminals and the most lovely people become Asgilists. Something about that last part sounds incorrect. I see, so it's about math? This sounds a bit discriminatory. Shouldn't everyone be equal? I'm going to say it's about math. Math and economics, the reality of material conditions. Now, you must choose. What? Choose a side, as difficult as it may be. What should I choose? Like, which one would be the most useful? Sure, I'm ready to make a decision. I don't want to really keep going through this dialogue. Do so. Stand tall. Do not be afraid. So I guess maybe every time I interact something that, like, are two political or like opposing political parties, then one of these take root things will come up and I'll have to choose between them. Oh, I get a feat from it. It is done. The feminine has entered into your body, your soul, your blood. Be kind to all. Be slightly less confused about gender. Huh. Interesting. Druidcraft. That's my cantrip. So... the Forgo feat. Young and dumb. Extra proficiency in roles when speaking with feminine characters. Oh, forgo feat. Get rid of the feat. But the feat is Lady Fair. Huh. Very fascinating. Yeah, so there'll be 3 more times that I can do that, I guess. Okay. Upper water lane view, lower water lane docks. Maybe I should go to the docks. There's a slot in the door here. You approach the door. Bookbinder, you got business here? Of course, I have a deep love for books, Snell. Knock on the door. Let's try. Within seconds of the knock, the slit on the door slides open. Beyond, you see a pair of large yellow eyes glaring at you. Hey, yo. Bird. Is this pest control? It's a bird, but it's not the owner of the tea shop. The eyes quickly tilt to the left. No. Oi. The eyes push closer to the slit in the door. As they do, a bush of gray feathers pokes out. A bird folk. A cleric? Yeah, duh. The birdman behind the door ruffles his feathers. Shen Yalan is my name. If you are not pest control, I need nothing to do from you, or I need nothing from you. Please leave. I have a ruined prayer book. Can you fix it? That could be helpful. Prayer book, yes. I've seen quite a few. Drop inside. I will take a check. I will check a look. Okay, sure. Yes, Constitution is also scary. Just like a giant stomach. Yes, horrible. Saltwater, left swollen. You could have avoided the worst of this if the drying process had been handled better. I will rebind this foul mess for you. How much will it cost? We will see, depends on the process. I will need guidance on the direction of the rebinding. The spells inside are lost, however the style and formatting can be saved. Using my skills, I can aim at something from the towers, which would be the most similar to the original work. I could also focus on rebinding it in the style of a druidic ledger, or perhaps as a grimoire of the dark and forbidden arts. Oh, interesting. Oh, I can get an upgrade from this. Just remake it as well as you can with the original intent. I could keep upping wisdom, make it a primal druidic ledger. I want it to be full of forbidden magic. I mean, my charisma's so bad, I shouldn't even bother with that. I feel like my wisdom's pretty good, so I think I'll do the intelligence upgrade. Wait, did that give me a feat? No. It just updated, I think a quest. Return tomorrow. Not while the sun rises. I'm either resting or working intently during those hours, so I'll have to return tomorrow evening. Anything else? You want to go drink at the tavern later? No. Okay, I'll leave now. I can't go into that place. The Pillar Crossing. Is there anything secret there? No. Okay, I think I'll go back into Pillar Crossing and see if anything is different there. Now that it's kind of evening time. And then I should also wrap up this play soon, so I should find like a good pausing point. I mean, I feel like I did discover more in this play, but I'm also like, I still have not gotten into the tea shop. I still have not found the owner. Simi might be in there now. R and A, I could go in there. Are they open? I have no reason to be interested in this particular door. Okay. Except for that, I'm trying to find the owner of the tea shop. But this is Snell's home. Snell's pad.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to my pad. Go ahead, root around as much as you want. I won't touch anything. I'll just look intently. He sighs. Not sure how any of this is in any way useful for the job, but let me know when you're done looking around. Looking. Nothing else. It's a bit high up. The bathroom. Bagatelle has some good taste. One of Snell's boxes. Can I take from it? Yes, I can. Mayan ointment? What is this? Snell is a mad genius. He sure is the type to have a photo of himself on the wall. Expensive material. Can I long rest at all? Can I take a nap, Snell? What? No. Do not even think about getting into my bed. You can join too. That's definitely worse. Go on, let's have a buddy nap. Even worse. Okay, we'll leave. And what is that ointment stuff that I just picked up? 10 HP. That's good to know. Oh, he is an elf. He's a goblin. Oh, that's what you had said earlier, something about an elf, right? Oh, Star Fox, you're back. But yes, he is a goblin. No more treats for you, little lady. No more treats for you. Where the heck am I supposed to find this Birdman owner? How can I get down there? I think this goes back into the Undercity. No. Yes? This is back in the goblin area. Oh, what was this? More mushrooms. Did you just rip those mushrooms out of a pot? What? Why did you do that? What? It was cultivated there. It was a potted mushroom. I'm not sure why I did that. Nature is yours to mold. The primal scream. Somebody worked hard cultivating those, and now you've just taken them. Can I put them back? No, you have to live with it. I guess so. That's kind of funny. So many games you just like steal stuff out of pots. Oh, goodness. Anything through here? Where the heck am I even supposed to find people? Wait, this is new. What? Why were they trying to stab the pillar? Your muscles tense up. A face of iron appears from nothing. You hear the goblin say something to you. Dagger. He doesn't need to raise his voice. You know the gravity of the word. Pain incoming. This creature visits death upon your door. Fight back. Uh-oh, combat. Not the best. So this is different from, or like, now coming in the evening, this creature was here. Blood pumping, all of you ready for death. Okay, I'll do this combat and then that will be a good point to wrap up for today's stream. Snell gets ready to act. His eyes quickly assess the situation. The goblin gets a hold of your garments and pulls you aside. In one fast tug, he's managed to move you a bit to the side, but not by much. Is it enough to save you from that blade? Let's hope so. The masked one is ready. The masked one immediately rushes forward, the sharp dagger thrust towards his target. Fortunately, the target has been pulled aside by Snell, the target being me. The dagger misses you by an inch. Cleric, wake the fuck up! Can't you ask him to put the blade away? Take a deep breath, get it together. Is this some kind of encounter? You better make sure. Look to Snell, wait, what's going on here? Huh. Plus 6 DC, I've lost my composure. So I can try to regain my composure? I guess. Did that... Yes, okay, thankfully. A deep breath, you close your eyes. It feels like a minute, but with your body's current bioperception, there's no doubt it has only been a few split seconds. Now you are ready to strike. After the initial attack, the masked one goes in for another attempt. Do not let him. Counter. Your goblin companion jolts his arm to the side, and a thick string appears out of his sleeve. It's a long woven cord with a pouch at its center, along with an iron ball. Ooh, his weapon. Yeah! A loud thud explodes from the lower left hip of the masked one. Gah, he squeaks. A surprise, the goblin knows how to break a man with those iron balls. Despite the damage taken to his body, you can hear him grunting and pulling himself together. Once again, the masked one lunges forward, the dagger now aimed for your vitals. This will not break you. His movements, they are desperate. The masked one does not do this out of devotion. It is fear. Cleric, look out. The dagger hits. 18 HP? Oh! That was me just rolling death saves. The dagger hits right below your neck artery. The shock sends a shiver through your system. Fuck, you hear a weak voice behind the mask. His breath short and strained. This will not continue for much longer. This fool will run away. You must stop him. Retaliate. This bastard is trying to kill you. The goblin's bullet must have staggered him. This is your chance. I can check my wound. I can punch him. I can try to come up with an apprehension plan. What is this? I can cast a spell. That was glowing. I kind of want to try it. Oh, because I can use a spell and an action. Oh! Wait, he just slipped over the edge. I wanted to be able to question him. The goblin remains in his fighting stance for a few more seconds. He then relaxes his posture, giving you a nod. Brutal. I didn't expect him to just... Hey, I'm not complaining. The goblin leans out over the abyss, staying several steps away from the colorful substance greased all over the bridge. They really should add guardrails here. It's cooler without. I thought your boss was in charge down here. I should have said that. Maybe if you've got that feather fall, but for us mortals, this is a splat kind of moment. Sadly, the old lady couldn't get the building permits. Otherwise, we'd have bolted up this place a long time ago. But for this one, I guess it worked out. Sort of. He rubs his chin. Someone wants us dead. Or you, most likely, or more likely. We must investigate carefully. He sighs. Yep, another one on the list. Adrenaline wearing off. Beware. Everything is a bit wobbly. Oh boy. Stand still, this is embarrassing. Cleric, do you need any... He motioned towards his neck. The location in which you were stabbed. Is he asking for kisses? That could help. Feel your neck. You press a hand against your neck right where you felt the blade hit. The area hurts, but more importantly, it is not wet. You will live. Nothing but a minor bruise. You can heal that with your magic easily. I'm fine. He got my armor. Really? Yep. Adrenaline is fading. You feel dazed. Wow, he fly like a brick. Yeah, he really did. He just went like, woo! Aren't you lucky, he says, taking a deep breath. Guess we're gonna need it if someone's sending assassins after us, even incompetent ones like that. Why would an assassin be after you? This warrants an investigation. This bloodlust is something deeper, a devotion. What have you disturbed? That mask was weird. Yup, it gives me the creeps just thinking about it. Like some old ceremonial thing. Religious rites, sacrifices, cults. Couldn't be. The city doesn't allow that foul nonsense. Cultists? These days, evil cults aren't a thing in Norvik. He gives you a snide smirk. If you believe in the magistrates. He is implying there's a world underneath the city city officials do not know or care for. Could be also connected with something below. He snaps his fingers. We should go ask Snur, your new scholarly friend. He might know a thing or two about cults. Interesting. Okay, the ambient groan of Norvik's red socks echoes below, the river coursing around you, hugging you. You glare into the darkness. But you will see nothing down there. Your companion clicks his tongue. Fuck this. They can't get away with that, not on our streets. Look into his eyes, give him a nod. He nods back. You stood your ground. Oh, I can level up again. Against the odds, that is commendable. This attack was coordinated, not very effectively, but nonetheless planned. There will be more coming. Snell checks around the crossing, a wary scowl on his face. Grease is cleared. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Oh, it's dusk now. And I can level up. One more ability score increase. I could work on upping my wisdom. Or, sorry, my intelligence. Or my dexterity. That's going to kind of take a while. But my intelligence feels fine. My constitution feels pretty okay. Maybe I'll do my constitution. Get more hit points too. Dang. Oh, what was that? The depths of Tolstad. I do want to try, there's like a check here. Oh, this evens out. The goblin is impatient, but I've meditated on it. I do want to try this. A nat 20! Oh, incredible. Speak. Hello? The goblin perks up. Ah, not me, sorry. The pillar vibrates. Hello. The whisper lies inside of you, or something. It says, he is here. Who is here? It says divinity. It says death. It says necrocrat. What? The voice ends. Your hand is repelled from the surface. Necrocrat. Weird. You understand plainly there's more to this pillar you need to investigate, in time and further below. It really seems like a lot is trying to lead me into the depths below the city. Has this always been here? Main entrance to the Drunk Sphinx. Oh, this is because we're in the dusk, so a lot of places are open now. Whoa. What? A giant sphinx? Oh my gosh. Okay, I have a meeting I need to get to, so I need to log off. There's so many people to interact with here. There's gonna be so many people to talk to in dusk now. So many more things to see. Okay, so I think when I log on next, I'm going to explore all the new places that are going to be open, because I'll have until midnight until I can talk to Darrow. I think I'm going to hold off on exploring the city below until a little bit later, because yeah, I want to check out all the now open buildings. I'll have to talk to Snur again, ask him about the cult stuff. So I'll do all that and then check out the more of the city below and try to find the witness to the crime, I think. Oh, let's get your character drunk. You're right. I bet we can. I bet you're so right. We probably can. Okay, that'll be for the next stream tomorrow. My plan, well, okay, I'm hoping to stream tomorrow. It's going to be a little different than what I put on my schedule under my about page, because my house, I live with roommates, and we actually have a new roommate moving in tomorrow. So it'll kind of just depend on how that's going. They have a cat, so we're going to be kind of doing like introductions with my pets and her cat. So it'll kind of, yeah, just depend on how that's going. But if all goes well, I think I'm going to try to stream from like noon to 4 Pacific time. But I'll try to put it in my Discord if any of y'all in the Discord actually like what that timing might be, because it's just, like I said, I'm going to have to play it by ear a little bit. Yeah, cool. I have a meeting I needed to get to. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Yeah, this game is really growing on me a lot more today, with just kind of exploring the world more, seeing the city, having more combat, getting more spells. So I'm excited to keep going through this. I know this was a little bit of a, I guess we ended up going like 3 hours and 45 minutes, so not too short. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, keeping me company. I'm excited to keep playing this game, and hopefully I will see you all again tomorrow at some point. All right, bye everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Monday.